What's up, everybody? Welcome to Season 6 of Evasion Solos. I'm TARKOV reporter. We got one hell of a show for you today. We got Group C and Group D a little bit later, but let's bring in my friends Clay and Yazzie to get this show on the road. Clay, you were actually casting a little bit yesterday. How was that for you?
Always a good time casting for Evasion. Always a good time, and we had a hell of a show, like you said. It picked up definitely at the end there, so I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more chaos, a lot more PvP today. But either way, I know we've got one hell of a day before us. So yeah, how are you doing, Tarkov?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. Yazzie, it's your first cast with us today. You excited? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm extremely excited. For those guys that may or may not know me, my name is AK Yazi. Been around a little bit of the esports scene and some other different titles, but this is my first time here with Evasion and checking out the Tarkov scene, and I'm very excited. This is a new breed for me. I've been watching a lot and seeing the players and seeing the streamers essentially just kill it, and their memorization of the maps, the memorization of how they want their guns built and things like that. That's definitely been kind of blowing my mind. So I'm excited to see how things go, and I'm ready for the action that's to come.
Absolutely. What are you two most excited about today? Clay, what are you most excited about as we step forward in this Group C action today?
I'm looking forward, I think, once again to arguably the last map of the rotation, and that's Lighthouse. Now, even when we had some careful players and some anxious players yesterday, it felt like for the most part, it all went out the window at Lighthouse. We had leaderboards completely flipped up on the heads. We had people die within minutes. But the customs one as well was really great too. So I'm really looking forward to these matches. But above all, I am looking forward to hopefully I'm looking forward to some really nice action on the first map we're going to do today.
True. Yazzie, how about you? Which one of these maps are you most excited to see play out?
Oh, honestly, everybody loves labs, right? Streamer go labs. I think that's the Twitch chat joke, right? But I'm kind of excited for that because that is a map that I know nothing about. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Lighthouse being new, seeing how everybody would try to traverse that and try to stay away from each other while also trying to attack each other is going to be interesting. For me, it's going to be the whole dynamic of how everybody kind of has their own play style. That's what I'm most excited about.
For sure. Let's get into some of those play styles. Let's introduce our competitors today. Sorry, excuse me. We've got Blitzer Girl, Philbo, Sunny Drive, Insect, Smile, JC Me Rollin', Tony, Dude, Lazy Crazy, Dextravaganza, and Azzy. This is a wild group. Now, Clay, I imagine you're familiar with a lot of these being in the EU yourself. Who are you looking forward to watch today? What do you think's going to take it home? Any challenges?
So yesterday I had a bit of an issue picking a favorite because there were so many great content creators and great players. But I have a very strong feeling, stronger than usual, that Blitzer Girl is going to steal the show today. She's performed consistently, excellently, rolled with an E-Power RNG that she has, and always placed high on the leaderboards. So hopefully the caster curse doesn't kick in today, and hopefully I haven't jinxed her. But I'm looking forward to seeing how she plays today.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure the caster curse will come into play, especially with Claymore on board. How about you, Yazzie? Anyone that you're particularly looking forward to watching today?
Better knock on wood there, Clay. Honestly, Blitzer Girl, I've seen her around quite a long time, and she's always been absolutely nutty. I think I checked a little bit about JC Me Rollin' and Insect a little bit, so they're definitely going to be on my radar for as far as to see how they perform. I think it's going to be a tough battle around that top three. So.
Absolutely. Now, if you want to stay up to date with the latest in Evasion, make sure you go to evasion.gg on the web. You can check out all the rules for this event. You can see the qualifier information. You can see everybody who's competing today. And also the standings today will be on escapefromtarkov.com/evasion. They'll be updated as these players get out of raid. So not live necessarily, but as they get out of raid, the standings on escapefromtarkov.com/evasion will be updated. Now, let's get into our first map, the Labs Heist. Now, these players, we just have 11 today, not 12, but we're going to labs. So I'll have 25 minutes to get in, kill raiders and PMCs, and extract the most valuable loot that they can. Points earned for every 70,000 worth of loot that they get out with. And raider spawns have been increased as we are on private servers today. That's exciting. So they can bring in any loadout they want except no Reaps, no Fleers, no T7s. So raider kills are 1 point, PMC kills are 1 point. Dog tags on extract are 2 points. Extracts are 3 points. And every 70k worth of loot is 2 points. Clay, what do you think the strat is for this first map, Labs?
Well, a couple of different strategies seem to work pretty well here, but one thing I've noticed a lot of contestants tend to do is run around, push all the buttons, spawn all those raiders in, and basically cause absolute mayhem. They go around, they hear the fights with the raiders, and they get set up, and they push the fights that are advantageous to them. That's one way to do it. Another way, obviously, we're playing for loot. That's where the points are going to come from. So maybe these players of ours, maybe they want to stick to the outskirts of the map. Maybe they want to just pick up some, some nice dims, maybe some rare loot, hit a couple of safes. All these are viable. But I'm hoping today we're going to be seeing way more raiders spawn. We're going to see a lot more pressure on our contestants. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Absolutely. How about you, Yazzie? How would you be playing this, Yazzie?
I think probably hang around over by the garage and the garage exfil, because I know that can definitely be a high contested area, as well as what is it? The area that's got all the shipping containers. Like I said, guys, I'm terrible at knowing and memorizing these maps, unlike the streamers that we're gonna have today. But I think those two spots would be my go-to, just for the raider kills and things like that. Just that everybody can kind of have that high tier loot off of the raiders themselves, because we all know that raiders can spawn in with some ridiculously awesome weapons. They can spawn in with some awesome ammo, and that could rack up to a lot of value as far as that loot pool is concerned. So I think that would probably be my go-to, like around the garage or the shipping containers, and then just try to tank out as many raiders there. And then if any PMCs come their way, that's just extra points on the board.
Absolutely. Bonus points. Love it. Now, if English is not your native language, everybody in chat, we do have a couple of options for you. Quick shout out to twitch.tv/Utopia Gaming, who have our rebroadcast in Italian, and twitch.tv/SQ Bunny_YT, who has our rebroadcast in Polish. We are trying to make this broadcast more accessible to everyone around the world if your native language is not English. So go drop these two, follow if you can. If they're your native tongue, please go make sure watch the raids there and have a lot of fun and enjoy the show. However makes sense for you. All right, and one other shout out for Stints Built. Stints has been building custom PCs since 1996, and they're our major sponsor today. From gaming to streaming to editing and entertaining, you can trust the Stints team to deliver the perfect PC based on your needs. Now, shout out to Stints. They're a big part of the EFT community, and we're glad to have them on board. Thank you so much, Stints, for supporting the event today. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Now, I think that our competitors are loading in pretty briefly here. So if you guys are competing right now, would you be nervous? Would you be excited? What will be going on for you right now?
Clay, you want to go first? I mean, you've been watching these guys a lot longer than I have. Do you have any opinion here?
I've started in quite a few tournaments before. A lot of people might actually know me for starring some of the earlier seasons with Florence. You never quite shake off the nerves and pre-game jitters. You never quite do that. You can go in as many tournaments as you like. You always get the adrenaline going and like the jitters and stuff. It's all about rhythm, finding a rhythm. As soon as you load in, you start talking to your teammate. In this case, obviously you're solo, but start like vocalizing your way through it all. Kind of like rationalizing it through. You find your rhythm. It's going to work out. And I think at the end of the day as well, there is a lot of RNG to consider here, so it's good to not get too caught up on those elements. Remember, this is Tarkov. We all play this. The best way to describe this game is going to be like what Batty said quite a while ago. It's like a slot machine. It's like gambling. You never know how it's going to pay out. Try to have a little bit of fun and do your best while you do it.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and it's definitely going to be interesting. But Tarkov, Mr. Reporter, I think we've got some action right away. I think we're about to head into first map Labs.
Clay and Yazzie, take it away.
Well, Clay, you know the maps, right? You know exactly where everybody is at, and I think we're jumped on with Filbo first to start off, and he's immediately getting into the action with that. He's got
We're seeing a kill within a
RFQ
minute
or
of
an
changing
MDR?
the scene. Filbo puts down someone. We are outside the kitchen right now, linking up to the long corridor. And it does seem like Philbo is using the 762 MDR with the Razor. Very, very common choice. Sonny appears to have killed a player, and he's not looking too hot right now. It looks like he's been through the ringer a little bit. We're probably going to be seeing a couple of mutants here. Smill appears to be fighting someone down the underground bunkers, the tunnels rather. We're already seeing a lot of fighting, and Insect is just set up for him.
A lot of fighting.
Oh, Insect ambushes him. Unfortunately, Insect with the clean put down, but unfortunately, Smill was already pretty weak there.
Yeah, those stairs are just deadly and dangerous. Never know who's going to be waiting around the corners for those. And then there's Blitzer Girl walking around. She's downstairs, right? She's around kind of where some of those other power areas are at.
She is indeed, and she's seemingly working her way through the sewer route right now. She looks like she's heard someone. It's not too sure, but Intech is going to quickly go ahead and loot and pick up that important tag.
Now, what are your thoughts on some of the weapons that we're seeing so far? We saw an MDR come through right off the bat. We see the MK47, the Mutant, and the AKM coming through. It's a lot of 7.62 weapons. Do you think maybe there's one weapon type that we're probably going to see more of, or is there a favorite that's been going on?
By this point in the wipe, there usually is a lot of the similar weaponry. You know, more people reaching the nice stuff, and more people tend to learn what the better builds are for different guns. And it does seem for the most part, people are going to be rocking anywhere between 762x39 and 308 weapons. So that's going to be things like K47s, AKMs. They're going to be rocking M1As, MDRs. We might even hopefully see some scars tonight, because we had a couple of scars on yesterday, which was pretty cool. But for the most part, we're probably going to be seeing to a lot of the higher calibers, which usually means there's going to be more, things like recoil control and hopefully some nice point firing as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely saw that there initially with that MDR kill right off the bat. I mean, within seconds of us getting into the action here, and that's what, 3 players already eliminated off of the the group that we currently have here in Group C. So the map is just dwindling, and now it's going to be whether or not they're going to be able to continue up and get that loot and to get that value raised. And we might have an interaction here, right here at the doorway.
We have Dextravaganza putting shots through the doorways here. Fighting Sunny Drive. They're both taking rounds, but Dex has got to be careful with that thorax of his. It's getting a little low. As soon as one person reloads, as soon as one person heals, we might see a push. There it is. There it is.
Good little quick peek there from Sunny Drive, and the swap from Dextravaganza to his own MK47. Just back and forth with this door. Little peak battles, and this is definitely going to be something I think that we're going to see more of. Just kind of caution with the fights as well, because they know what's on the line.
That's absolutely true. We saw the same caution yesterday from a lot of our contestants. There's nothing wrong with it. If they want to play seriously, they want to play safely, they absolutely can. Right now, Dex is just going to try and back off a little bit, try and bring this guy a little bit closer to him, maybe try and force him a flank. Hopefully heal that thorax up of his, because it's looking a little red still. Maybe pack some mags whilst he's at it.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, Dex just backing up and doing whatever he can. Nice little reload on that primary mutant, and we see Sunny Drive on the push through there in the bottom right. It comes through
pushes
on deck.
During the grenade. Oh,
My bad.
And this is why you got to be careful setting up those solo grenades, because you've got to make sure you have a position with a lot of cover when you do that, because as soon as they hear that grenade pin pop, they're going to see there's a window to push there. Unlucky Dex, but well played. And GG's there to the other contestant there. Intech is now back down in the tunnels. Fighting Azzy, it would appear.
A lot of PMC fighting here. Not seeing a lot of Raiders back and forth, but Azzy taking the first shots here towards Insect. Down here through the tunnels, like you said, and Insect once more.
Insect goes down, but he is literally a hair away from passing into this mortal realm. Good effort, Azzy. You nearly killed him. One more round would have done it. And GG to Insect for keeping his cool there. Like, he kept very, very calm there. He held his angle, didn't bother moving, didn't freak out when he pushed. Just held his own.
You said that there was going to be a lot of the point fire coming through with that recoil control. And that we just saw that there as well. And then we've also got Blitzer Girl down here in the tunnels. She heard the shots, she heard the noise, she heard the battle, and looks like she's ready just in case if Insect comes over to that body of Azzy. She may get ready to pick herself up plenty of loot, as well as a few dog tags to possibly extract with here in our first map.
I'm not sure if we're hearing Blitzer running around here due to a stream delay, but it doesn't seem like Blitz is the one making all this movement. We've got someone throwing it around, throwing a grenade. And Insect, it looks like he's about to potentially fight another contestant. Blitzer is trying to get an eyes on now as well, who is running around. Looks like we have Dude 96 on the screen here. This is the guy who's been running around between both Insect and Blitzer Girl. Dude is trying to find some kind of information about what happened here, what fight happened here, and it looks like he is slowly eliminating as many options as possible. Right now,
I like
it's
how
who
he's
dares
doing this
wins.
as well. Yeah, I like how he's doing this as well. He's taking his time going through every corner and trying to make sure that he's checking every possible angle that he can. You know, there's definitely little hiding spots and nook and crannies that could possibly come through, and you never know exactly how it's going to come out and happen. But we do hear the nades coming through. Oh, she takes a lot of damage from that grenade.
That's going to be a really bad time if she doesn't get that healed up. These guns are going to be hitting real hard, and she might just find herself going down with the one tap from the round.
Let's pop that med.
Now, is she going to scope down, try and go for the nice little glorious E-flick peek, we call it? Or is Insect going to get to them before?
Everybody taking their time on these tunnel fights. This is definitely one of those slow rolling battles that everybody wants to take their time with.
We're not hearing or seeing any raiders right now either. Which, on one hand, is pretty fortunate for these contestants, because obviously you can get very manic down here in the tunnels with the raider spawns. But I've also heard no one push any buttons. Everyone's going for the full PvP.
Yeah, I think I had heard maybe one button get pressed so far, but like you said, nothing really happening yet as far as raider spawns. And so not too much chaos, but it is still chaos as far as the PMC versus PMC fighting. And Do 96 trying to peek around, as well as Insect and Blitzer. Everybody's just trying to take whatever angle that they can. And that grenade really messed up Blitzer Girl. And she's trying to find whatever angle she can.
Yes, indeed. And sometimes you just need to back off, like what Dex did back there in his other fight. Sometimes you just got to back up and recover yourself, just get your bearings, refill a magazine, and then get back into the fight. And not to mention, too, Blitzer and Dude are unawares of Insect having a little look around, too, so they've got to be careful here. Because if they tunnel vision each other's audio, they're going to open themselves up to Insect getting another easy kill. I'm just going to be careful here. Doing this prone peek is very, very brave. Insect is just biding his time, taking it slow, being very, very smart with his movement here.
This is very slow, methodical gameplay coming from everybody here in these tunnels. Just like I said, Dude's doing really well. It's just trying to clear every single angle that he can. Going on that prone peek, he's checking for any type of toes or any type of slow movement that may have been coming through down that hallway and through the doorway. I really like it. He's, being very cautious. And then you've also got Insect, who's very slow walking to try to find whatever he can. Maybe just listening for all the movement for any angle, because this is a lot of movement coming in from Dude.
It looks like Blitzer has regained the angle again. Dude 96 loses an arm. Blitzer, I think, is going to be doing a push here. Watch that laser sight, though, too, because that laser sight's going to let Dude, know
Oh,
exactly where
fuck,
she's
there's
aiming.
People...
The dude recognizing maybe Insec on one side. Blitzer is going to be the one to back off. So giving dude a little bit of breathing room here. I think dude recognizing he may be pinched on both sides.
Looks like he's going to do
Technology
the
between two
smart
players,
thing and move back
no
up to
good.
the surface, perhaps? Or is he just clearing over here? No, he's moving back down.
Unless it's a radar.
Looks like he is, in fact, moving back up to the surface. Now, he didn't like that. He didn't like being pinched there. But Blitzer, it does seem like, is on the move once more.
Yeah, Blitzer being
Now,
able to get back up
Insec
to full
is
health as well, too.
still holding down the tunnel as well, but Insec has not moved. He's probably playing a lot more cautious now because I believe he's got something like 2 to 3 kills. He wants to get those tags secured.
It has to be raiders.
Yeah, but I don't think Insec has had an opportunity to go get that last tag from that last kill that he had, all because of, hearing Blitzer Girl come through as well as Dude. So there's definitely
They are so close to each other.
some bad opportunities. Oh, that's not good for Blitzer
These
Girl.
raiders coming? I believe these are raiders coming. Oh no!
Oh! Insec.
Did the raider kill her?
Say that
I
again.
think the raider killed her. That is so
Killed you?
unfortunate.
Insec.
Unfortunately, the raiders could only see her head there, so they shot the first thing they saw. So unfortunate, Blitzer. Oh, damn. And the raider right past Insec as well, right past him.
How lucky do you have to be to just have the Raiders just sprint right by you like that?
If I was Insec right now, I'd be counting my lucky stars. I can tell you that, Wolfie. Sorry, Yazzie.
You've been doing a lot of this. I can understand confusion at times. It's all right.
All the names can blur together sometimes. Apologies.
Yeah.
But right now we are looking back at Dude 96, back in the tunnels. And that raider that killed Blitzer even put a little bit of fright into Insect there, taking another arm from him. That CMS of his is really getting put to work.
He's got quite a few kills on the board for himself as well. Being able to take out that raider that started to push him. So definitely going to be up there as far as the kills on his end game screen. Just whether or not he can collect the loot as well. If you jump over to Sunny and Filbo out here in the hangar.
Filbo looks like he's got like a nice full bag in him so far. Now, Yazzie, you mentioned before we started, is like you would sit down in the hangar, call in those raiders if you could, and try and maybe kind of coax some PMCs down and try and kill them. Do you think this strategy is working for Filbo right now?
I think so. Looks like he's picked up quite a few different raider kills. He's got a dog tag as well. And he's just continuing to loot up these raiders, and from what I can see, he's got plenty to choose from. Good tack rigs and good loot in his hands, so he's ready to go. A couple of weapons and definitely a good strategy in my opinion.
Absolutely agree. I mean, it is seeming to be paying off for him right now, and I'd probably by this point, like you said, he has a tag. He has quite a few nice high-value items on him and some guns too. And he's about to pick up a nice armored rig as well. He might want to consider just getting out with this stuff, because if he hasn't cleared all of his raiders yet, that's a good little haul there.
Yeah, it's a great haul. That armored rig is definitely going to be probably the prize in my book, as well as those 60 rounders for that AK. So he definitely has his money worked out for him. Oh, what a nade!
Insect nearly ate that grenade.
Yeah, that box definitely helping him out. And dude going over and grabbing. I think that was Blitzer Girl's tag. Yeah, scooping up the raider kill. Dude versus
Insect held this angle before and got consistent kills. Dude, I think, has seen all the bodies there and knows that this guy, the angle he's holding, he's very confident in it. So maybe if he has another grenade, he might try and flush him out again. Oh, Trying to put a little bit of nerve into him. Trying to put a little nerve into him, but dude is trying his best just to kind of coax him out and bring him out. But
What a peek!
didn't work. Insec with the beautiful 2-3 tap there. Absolutely dominating this labs raid. I'm not sure if that was his third or his fourth kill, but Jesus.
I think that was his 4th PMC kill so far, and that was just a gorgeous little right peek, right over the boxes, 2-tap to the face. There was just really nothing more that dude can do off of that. You can't really, save yourself from that.
Unfortunately not, and now he has a chance to finally pick up the tags he's earned. And also some raider loot. Oh, okay, that was a raider. I thought that was a player.
Yeah.
And we just got confirmation that Insec and Sunny are our final players on the lobby chat. Bilbo, who we were just talking about, did end up extracting from that raid, rightfully so. And now Insec and Sunny might just be able to pick up some of the remaining raiders and just pick up the remaining loot. Now, Sunny has spent a long time down here in these tunnels. Do you think he's trying to get the raiders to spawn, or is he just trying to pick up all the loot as he can, Yazzie?
It almost seems like he's just trying to pick up a little bit of loose loot as well as kind of protect over by that elevator spawn that's over there for that exfil, just in case if Insect does decide to head that way. So maybe a little bit of extract camp, the type of scenario, maybe that could be the gameplay, but I'm not entirely sure. But it looks like Sunny may be continuing to search for even more as Insect, he's chock full of plenty here, so he's got plenty of value in his pockets and in his bag right now.
Absolutely. And what you'll realize is too, chat, is that if Insec wanted to be a little bit more loot smart here, he'd take the magazine out the RFB and swap it for the slot in his backpack, because when you take the magazine out the RFB, it becomes a 1-by-slot gun, which means you can get more items out, you can squeeze out more attachments. So if he picks up on this soon, hopefully he does, he'll be able to up his loot value even more and extract with even more points. That's the aim of the game here, is to get out of as many points from your loot value as possible.
See him grabbing attachments off of these raiders, and is that really the kind of the best spot, right? That's usually like a lot of the high value off of these raiders is mostly the attachments and the ammo at this point.
Yeah, a lot of the value, like you said, comes from things like scopes, high-grade sights, muzzle brakes, suppressors, stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, the attachments are what can sometimes double or even triple the value of the gun itself. However, some guns, especially if they have the right attachments on, you can fit on multiple different attachments. B10 handguard AKs, they can fit on multiple flashlights, dot sight, foregrip, and then you've got the dust cover to factor in as well. Like, there's a lot of strategy when it comes to marrying up all your loot onto one gun. And now we're hopping over to Sunny Drive's perspective here. Looks like he's calling in the extract. It sounds like the elevator's being called. This looks like he's probably trying to hopefully find some raiders on his way out, because I think he hasn't picked up that much stuff. Now, you have to remember one thing as well, chat. Player loot will not count towards this, so you can't just pick up an entire player's loadout and sell it to fence. That's not going to work. You need to go around to the map and actually loot the items. Now, I'm not too sure what Sunny's bag is looking like here, but it looks like Insec is now going to be on his way out, extracting from the basement, and Sunny is spawning some raiders in. There's some raider loot.
And one's pushing him hard.
That was the Doom music was playing there on that one. Hit a shotgun and everything.
Full hard pushing him, 2 of them right in his face. As we see Insec getting in that elevator on exfil. So Insec will be out, and our final player in the map is going to be Sunny Drive. And should be some clear loot for him off of these 3 raiders that he just picked up. So maybe some more value for him as he is free to do as he pleases here in Labs.
Absolutely. The best thing about this is though, our final contestants do not know if they are the last ones on the map. They have no idea. Battle mods don't tell them. Nobody tells them. So the moment they are the last ones on the map, we still see them playing like this, like he's trying to spot something, he's trying to see some silhouettes. He has no idea he is the only one remaining. He has no idea he has free reign on the map. And I love seeing this because now we start seeing, like the nerves and jitters start coming out, like the time it goes red. It's sub 5 minutes. Exactly right. And I love to see it. I really do love to see it. I'm a glutton for punishment, and seeing others being punished is great.
I think that would
Something
be
he's going to be looting these raiders now. Hopefully, we've got some nice loot coming this way. He's got himself a backpack, always a good thing. Some attachments from the shotgun. He can always pick up the shotgun if he needs to. Remember that MK47 is not going to be able to be sold, I don't think. I see a TAC on that raider, I think. Is that a TAC? Oh no, it's a BSS rig. That's my mistake. But a nice AKU with some 60 rounders and even bigger backpack.
I think he may have dropped his original bag somewhere, and he's just trying to pick up as much loot as he can off of these raiders and whatever bags that they have, and was going to consolidate. But he is a little short on time. He's got about 3 minutes remaining before he's going to have to go.
Absolutely. And I'm wondering what he's doing here. Is he just trying to... Oh, he sees another raider. Oh. Beautiful sight, sir.
Yeah.
So, there are still raiders on the map. This is really, really interesting. Now, he's going to try and milk what time he has and maybe hit some of the safes and stuff, try and get some of those high-value items out. Already finding a military circuit board there. That's a good win. And a Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
Nice little clock. Huge save.
Now, obviously, chat, you have to remember, and a roller as well, and a clock.
Another
You have
clock.
to remember, chat. And
And
a loot lot. Oh my god.
Everybody went for the
so,
fights.
as I was saying, so these guys have to sell what they have, I believe, to Fent, if I can get a confirmation on that.
Man, that is... How lucky do you have to get to have that type of loot luck?
And a rooster as well, and a gold chain. These points are huge. He might not even need to even take out any of that stuff. The raider loot. He might not need to. So now this is what I was going to be leading up towards. Now we see a lot of our players and contestants. We see them going for the raiders and the player loot and taking their loot out. Now that's fine. That's a good strategy to have. But what Sonny just did, he went out and he made the effort to check all these rare item spawns, putting that map knowledge to use, and look how it paid off, Yazzie. Look how it paid off there.
That is absolutely huge, and then swapping that takedown bag here for the Terminator, so he just has a little bit more loot space to grab the last of his attachments and move over before he exfils. Sonny just clutched up here at the end as he hits the elevator. He's out. What a
very, very impressive.
End of a
what fantastic RNG there. That was great. We had a Bitcoin, we had a roller, we had a loot lord, 2 clocks back to back. That was
oh my god.
I'm very interested to see how many points he's gonna have earned from that raid. I'm very interested.
Yeah.
That was awesome to watch, guys. And just a little confirmation on the loot. It is auto-recorded by the API as to how much it goes for, so they don't even have to sell it to Fence. So we just seeing all that high-value stuff to get in there. The Bitcoin, the RNG he got there at the end was amazing. That was an incredible first raid. We've got the standings up. Sonny with all the RNG and went up at 32 points. He's in first. Insec, who by the way has been top 5 to Kappa in each of the last 2 wipes, with 27 points, is in second. Filbo is in third with 14. Nice raid for Filbo. Blitzer Girl got on the board. The Extravaganza got on the board, and a few others still waiting on their first points. But what a raid! There's so much action at the start. What was that like to cast, guys?
It was just from the get-go. It was just from the get-go. We had kills within the first, like I said, 30 seconds. Filbo had a kill straight from the get-go there. we saw some really, really great PvP as well. We saw some patience, we saw some pushes, but I was really hoping that at one point we'd see somebody start actually looting the map, like what Sonny was doing at the end there.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of like assumed that the raiders and the players are where the loot's at, but I'm hoping tomorrow's bracket, future tournaments, when we have a similar format to Labs, or hopefully we'll have more competitors seeing what Sonny has done in that raid and apply it to their own strategy.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. So I mean,
Go-
seeing all the action there in the tunnels right at the beginning, that was definitely interesting to see. Saw a lot of PMC on PMC fighting, and then the Raiders just taking out Blitzer, running right past Insect. Surprises all around, but definitely Sunny clutching up in the end was probably the highlight of that Labs map.
And Sunny actually had our highest qualifier score with 1,527 points in the qualifiers. That's outrageous. I probably would have died in every single raid, so I don't know how he pulled that off. But wow, Sunny off to a great start. This is amazing for Sunny and Insec and Philbo. Massive lead for them going into our second raid. I am really stoked to see this play out. Where are we off to next, fellas? Let's take a look at our next map. We're going shopping for LAN party. You're tasked with building a PC. Shout out again to Stints Build, who would probably build a better PC than this. But you are extracting with parts from Interchange, daytime raid, 25 minutes, and you can bring in any loadout you want. There are multiple bonus PC parts that may be collected along the way, and you get points for killing scavs, PMCs, and of course, Killa. Hopefully, hopefully you can take them down if you run into them. Now, you can't bring in Reaps, Fleers, or T7s, as has been our standard for going through these maps in the past. And scav kills are 1 point. PMCs are also 1. Dog tags on extract are 2. Extracts as a whole are 3. PC parts are 1 point. The bonus parts are 3. Let's run through those parts now. So CPUs, RAMs, power supply units, power cords, hard drives, and CPU coolers are all 1 point. The bonus PC parts are SSD drives, GPUs, working LCDs, and flash drives. Those all go for 3 points. Claymore, where would you be looting to try to get these parts?
Well, that's pretty obvious, I'd say, and that's all the tech stores. Now, the majority of the tech stores are going to be very heavily on one side to the middle of the map, and that's the Ollie side. That's where I assume a lot of the action is going to be taking place here. You've got Rasmussen, you've got Texo, you've got Tech Light, you've got on the other side in the middle of the map, you've got German, and you've got the TTS store as well. You've got a lot of different tech rooms here. And on our idea side, you have the offices, loads of PCs in there, loads of loose tech loot, and let's not forget all the backroom offices with all the PCs in those as well. There's a decent spread, but I have a very strong feeling the majority of our contestants are going to be going for the main stores, because that's where they're going to find those GPUs and those working LCDs. That's where we're going to find them.
Absolutely. Now Yazi, what kind of would you be looking for Killa on this, or would you be trying to avoid Killa at all costs?
I personally would have to avoid him. Every interaction that I've had with Killa has just led to my demise, and I've fallen quicker than I can say please no. So I would try to avoid him. I'm also trying to figure out like how they're gonna find PC parts quicker in the game than you are gonna be able to find them IRL. I mean, so if they're able to build a PC here, is definitely gonna be something interesting. And I've noticed over the days the working LCDs and the broken LCDs, and I've seen people extracting with broken LCDs, some people finding a working LCD. So maybe the rarity on the working LCD, if that actually is able to be found, that's gonna be interesting to me.
And once again, shout out to Stints Built, definitely our sponsor for this raid and for the whole for our whole day as well. Stints has been building custom PCs since 1996, from gaming to streaming to editing and entertaining. You can trust the team at Stints to deliver the perfect PC for your needs at stintsbuilt.com. Shout out to them; they're a big part of the EFT community. And of course, if your native tongue is not English, if you're an Italian or Polish speaker, we have a rebroadcast just for you. Twitch.tv/Utopia Gaming in Italian, and Twitch.tv/SQBunny_YT for the Polish rebroadcast. Make sure you'll give them a follow. All right, now this this interchange raid is going to be a lot of fun. I believe our teams our players are loading in. Now, who needs to have a big raid here, Clay, to really jump back into the standings? Who are you looking at to jump right back into maybe the top 3 with a big raid today?
So as we can see, there's obviously the first 3 places on the leaderboards. There's a decent little point spread here, but it's still only the second game in. We're going to be seeing a little leaderboard flipping again. You know, maybe Sunny and Insect die in the first fight or the first shot. We don't know what's going to happen. But considering we still have the rest of our contestants to even really place in the leaderboard as well, we're going to be seeing a lot of people taking this way more seriously, way more hungrily, and I think we are going to see some big comebacks here. I really do. And, you know, at the end of the day, you have to remember one thing too. If any of the top 3 get knocked out early in this match, it opens up the top 3 once more for later down the line. We're going to be seeing a lot of flipping again. So is anybody's game still, reporter?
Absolutely. Yazi, if you were in the top 3 right now, would that change how you were going to approach this going forward? Or you still be the same strategy as you had to begin with?
I think right off spawn, I would probably take it a little bit more cautious because Interchange does have a couple of spawns that are very close to each other, out by the blue fences and things like that. So there could be a one tap right off the bat. You know, within seconds, we could have that instant battle just like we had on the labs map. So that could happen. So I think just right off the bat, maybe take 10, 15 seconds just to kind of calm the nerves and take a little bit extra time before heading into the store and into the mall before you start trying to loot up. So I think that would be my guess. Just maybe slow it down.
Good call. Good call. Clay, do you think we'll see similar loadouts to what we saw in the labs raid, or I think the competitors will change it up?
The loadouts we saw in the labs raid, now the good thing about the weapons and loadouts and scope choices they were using, they're for CQB and for the long range. So I doubt we'll see much of a change up here. Now, we did have a conversation about this yesterday where we had some competitors in a previous event use SVDs for a change. Now, I would love to see something different. I really would. You know, maybe we might even see some double gunning, maybe an AP7 and sniper combo. We'll see. But for the most part, I think that these guns are working pretty well so far. There's not much reason to change these up, especially if the competitors are comfortable using them. But who knows? Maybe we'll see some Ash 12s. Maybe.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Love the Ash. Best and worst gun in the game. Yazi, what kind of loadout would you be doing here? What is your favorite go-to loadout in Tarkov, by the way?
I was always a big fan of like the AK series weapons. I was really nice with those. I really enjoyed them. The recoil control, in my opinion, on the AK series, once it's like perfectly kitted out, felt just great. And we've been seeing it, you know, the AKMN coming in. It's a lot of 7.62, and those things are getting kitted out ridiculously well. Then also the mutant came into play a few patches ago, and now the mutant meta's in. So I think mutants, AKMs, that would probably be my go-to, and it's working. 7.62 BP, throw it down in just a couple of shots, it's game over.
All right. Now, as we're waiting for our competitors to load in, want to quickly remind y'all to go check out escapefromtarkov.com/evasion for the standings in our event. And again, those are updated as they get out of raids. So you can see the up-to-date stats with their kill points, their kill counts, dog tag points, every single thing that you could think of that we're counting for points. Even loot points they got. It's all sorted and done really nicely there by BSG on escapefromtarkov.com/evasion. Make sure you go check that out. Have that tab pulled up while you're watching us. Hope y'all are having fun in chat today. All right, guys. This is gonna be a blast to watch as we go forward. Is Interchange Clay? Is Interchange one of your favorite maps? What's your favorite map in the game?
So my favorite map typically is Shoreline, but as I've played Lighthouse more and more, there's one thing that no other map tends to really scratch the itch for, and that's like the extreme range sniping. Now, 200 meters pretty good, 300 meters pretty alright, 500 meters plus. You can't get that range on a lot of maps, not without like finding this incredible spot somewhere. Whereas in Lighthouse, you have so many options to do. Like you can get 1,000-meter shots on that map if you know where to place your shots.
Yeah.
So, and not to mention too, the rogues. You know, obviously the rogues were always a bit weird to fight, but they seem to be behaving a little bit more, you know, within expectations now. They still pose a pretty big challenge, but the loot's great there as well. The PvP's usually pretty good, so Lighthouse is my go-to these days.
All right, let's get into this lighthouse. Sorry, not lighthouse. Let's get into the interchange raid. We're going straight into the action with Philbo, who has spawned, I believe, what is it, Ollie side? Yeah, he spawned Ollie side. All right, guys, take it away.
Thank you very much, Philbo. Right then. So as you spoke about earlier, Yazzie, a lot of these spawns tend to be within line of sight even of other spawns. Now, as we can see here, Philbo is doing the smart thing and keeping as much cover between him and the other spawns as possible. And it looks like he may have heard somebody. Oh. Someone's peeking the fencing there, Azzy and Philbo. But does Azzy know he's there? It doesn't seem like he knows Philbo's there right now. He's looking. Oh, what a beautiful one tap! Azzy goes down to begin the game. Unfortunate, Azzy. Unfortunate. Oh, unlucky dude. But Philbo, GG's with the excellent setup. And that right there is what we were talking about. Trying to find that setup. Trying to find as much cover as possible.
Yeah, just those close spawns just end up being the demise, and you know, not taking a little bit of extra time, you end up getting caught off guard, and Philbo with the scope swap through was able to connect and take out Adzi early on. As Blister Girl's taking out a few scavs here, racking up some of those skill points as she's making her way in. Yeah.
Now, I just want to quickly remind everybody in chat, obviously we have had a lot of our contestants die pretty early, pretty quickly into the game, such as the name of Escape from Tarkov, but all these players have been vetted, they're all incredible players, and above all, most importantly, they're great, good people. So make sure you drop by each of their channels, drop them follows. Follows are for free, and who knows, maybe if you click on one of the contestants more, maybe you'll drop them a Twitch Prime, maybe.
Dude is lit up pretty well, and we see him rocking the SR25 loadout change. Same with Blister Girl here. She picks up a couple of PC parts near one of the offices on Idea's side. And do you like the SR25, Clay? Do you think it's kind of a viable weapon type here?
First PC
Blister?
she loses a GPU? What is this RNG? Excuse me, can I get some of these streamer servers, please, BSG? Good grief.
Yes. Hello? So we see a Bitcoin on Labs, and we see a GPU here. What is happening?
The first PC, not even like the first, second, third, or 10th, the first, Yazzie. All right, we just got confirmation as well. It might get a little bit hairy here for Blitzer & Co. because we just heard that there is numerous PMCs currently in Idea. Now, this is obviously one of the most best spots for the tech loot, as evident by Blitzer's Hall currently already. So we might see some convergence here, Yazzie.
Oh,
and Insect finds a GPU as well in a duffel bag.
BSG, we need
what is
these,
going on?
We need these servers, streamer servers, please. What is happening? Yeah, Blitzer Girl, Insect, 2 GPUs have been snagged, and still 21 minutes left in raid time. I don't know what to say, Clay. I'm completely blown away by what we've seen so far as the loot RNG.
We have seen some genuinely good pickups, and luckily we've had the pleasure of seeing them as they happen, you know? Like, we saw the Bitcoin last game and all the loot right after. We saw 2 GPUs within, like, what, 40 seconds of each other being looted? You can't go wrong. And I just heard word as well, Yazzie, that Jace is a GPU as well.
Oh my god. 3? Within minutes of the raid? What?
That genuinely is very impressive. And
they're finding
Tony.
GPUs easier than it is in real life.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's 4 confirmed GPUs on the map right now. Oh no, Tony just dropped the CPU on the stash.
Oh no,
that's not gonna work, Chief.
Damn it.
Maybe if he tries looting it and then immediately tries letting it go down, maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
no.
I dropped the point.
Oh, no.
Happens to the best of us, Tony. Do not worry about it. We did get confirmation, by the way, chat, that the competitor you are seeing on screen right now, his name is pronounced Tony. We're not going to have another a Pepich v Pepper situation like yesterday. And looks like Smill and Sunny Drive are, I believe, in the same sort of area here in the Ollie back offices.
Yeah, Smell just kind of waiting. It might be hearing the back and forth movement here from Sunny. Is that an M1A in the hands of Sunny as well?
I believe Sunny is, in fact, using the M1A right now, yes.
So a little bit more of the DMR type action coming through from some of these players. Do you think maybe because Interchange has a little bit more of that long range out in the fields going towards wrapping around some of the wraps and the ramps and maybe helping them out with those DMRs and instead of utilizing the full ARs?
That is definitely one reason for it. Because like I said, the map itself, there will be some range options here. 100 meters is a pretty standard length for them all. The one good thing about the M1A2, especially if you mod it up to be pretty loud, is it's a very nice gun to point fire with. You know, there's not a lot of kickback to it. There's not a lot of vertical or horizontal recoil. You know, if you mod it up well, you keep tapping that thing from your, obviously whilst you've got it steadied at your hip. And that thing is going to hit your target.
Dangerous weapon. What do you think they're running? M61s?
I believe they only have
Can
access
they
to
get
M62s
M62s?
right now, yeah.
Ну, в этом-то вот и проблема моего спауна была, конечно, лютая.
Well, and then he had M61. Maybe they do have access to it.
Oh.
And we do have Insect right now in the power station trying to pick up some parts. I'm not too sure if he found much, but Tony is on the ramps, not far, looking down onto there. And Tony has a GPU as well. There you go. There's the Insect GPU. Now, is Tony going to try and get a line of sight back on? What's he planning on doing here?
I think maybe Insect may have heard some of the shooting that Tony had done and see him taking the peek up towards those ramps as well.
It is very possible. It looks like Insect is going to try and go wide here. If Tony is clued in, like if Insect were to, for example, shoot a scav right now. Oh, Blitzer's getting out right now. She's got a using the no bag extract. I think that was a fast haul. 4 scavs, that's 4 points right there, plus 3 for the extract. So that's already 7 points there, and we know she at least got a GPU and maybe 4 to 5 points when we last checked in on her. So she had a good, respectable holder, and sometimes you just got to take that extract, get those points up, and secure a better place on the leaderboard. And Tony is looking right down now at the power station, not quite at Insect, but he is looking right down there right now. Now Insect is paying very close attention right now. I don't know if they'll spot each other, but maybe they will. We have got Dex coming up now, looting these stashes on the outside of the map. Filbo is
Shots coming in from Dex here towards
Filbo is just taking rounds. Dex is on the verge. They're both very close. Look at how hot that barrel is right there. You can fry eggs on that thing.
That suppressor
Filbo's
is
in a
red
hard
hot.
way. Dex is in a hard way. Dex is Forex is going low.
Filbo already losing 2 limbs. Dex losing 1 arm. Dex hard pushing this bush back and forth with the quick taps.
Oh,
and Dex is gonna go
down.
down.
GG's.
Filbo's MDR just too good for him. Gonna get that
Filbo
kill.
was
Already
on
has
the
Azzy's
verge
tag.
there, but he held his own. He held strong, like Insect was doing on Labs. Holding his own, just taking it easy, keeping the energy low. Filbo very calm and collectedly puts down Dex. And lucky Dex, good fight, good try, and GG's. And let me know what you're doing with that hot barrel later. I might start a barbecue with it.
Yeah. So fry up some bacon on it. Yeah. It's good shots from Filbo though, especially I think he point fired that MDR to get that kill too.
And we did just get confirmation as well, real quick. That Sunny Drive did actually just kill Lazy there. He's looting him right now. And it looks like Smill is not... Smile, apologies. Might not be far from them. It's hard to see. I'm not too sure what Sonny's haul's quite like right now currently too, but he doesn't have a lot of tech loot on him right now.
You gotta build a PC. If the loot that we've been seeing so far is any indication of what is possible on this map, and none of like the major tech spawns have been hit yet, right?
Oh, there's
You
an
haven't
SSD. That's
seen-
good points there.
We haven't seen anybody go into like the major tech stores just yet. So it's all been around the offices and around the stashes so far. There could be tons more available. We just haven't seen it yet.
Absolutely. Like you said, the tech stores, I don't believe anybody's hit them. So if we start getting like a lower time left on the lobby and people start picking up all the spawns they possibly can, we might see multiple GPUs be pulled out at this rate, like on just the one PMC. So we're going to have to see, but it looks like Sunny right now is just seemingly blissfully unaware as to where Smill is. And if Smill is even close to him, I don't know.
Was
It's hard to tell,
steering.
but we're going to hop back into Dude's perspective here right now. Insec are not far from him. Literally, they're so close to each other right now. They are literally on opposite sides of the wall here. And Dude has been doing something which I think may end up working against him. He's been using that sprint key on and off, over and over again. Now, there is one thing we have to take into consideration here, chat, is sprinting makes a lot of noise, way more noise compared to walking. And if he's constantly toggling that sprint button over and over again when he doesn't need to, all he is advertising his location to nearby PMCs who might just catch him on the edge of his audio range. So either way,
What's the
Dude's moving
goal?
up, Insec is up. They're about to link up with each other. They're
surviving
literally
with
about to
ideally
look at each other.
player
That dude has
kills,
eyes on
but
the insect
main
first.
goal where you get, like, the most
It doesn't look like
points
Insect spotted
is,
Dude yet. Oh!
Right to the
Insect
side
goes
of the head.
down! Never mind, the sprinting
Picking
did
up the
not work
C-pods.
against him. Dude
You
puts
get a
down
lot of
the
points for this.
second place leaderboard winner here.
I think he
With all that tech loot potentially in his backpack as well. Good shot, dude. Very good.
I want to lay down here. That's kinda
So you see me rolling
Oh, it's like-
here and Philbo as well.
Is Philbo about to
Jesus.
rack up another kill?
Philbo's just waiting.
Oh!
Oh, good
Oh!
prone from Jace.
Jace.
Oh,
Oh!
and he catches
Philbo goes
Philbo.
down! Jace is literally a
Oh.
hair from death! Oh,
Holy
Philbo,
fuck,
if one
man.
more shot on the thorax would have done it!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, it's fine.
Look at that
Jace.
thorax!
Jace
I
with
fucking
the
knew he'd still be
emergency
there.
prone, the
I
tactical
I
prone
was just
coming
taking the
in
risk.
to help him out. What a play from him
Oh,
there.
I should have checked better.
Hitting the deck. It works. GG's, JC. Unlucky Philbo, but good job of racking up those kills regardless. And there's another GPU in there, and a working LCD, and an SSD there as well from
But
JC.
let's go, man.
It's very
let's go.
impressive. And that, with that kill, leaves 5 people left on the map, chat. 5 people. Smail looks like he's now trying to engage somebody or another player. Maybe it's Sunny.
Yeah, maybe he finally
JC
taking
is just
that fight
performing a
against
little
Sunny here.
bit of
I
surgery
didn't
real
see
quick,
him.
you know,
I
no
actually
biggie.
didn't.
He was
No,
almost a
should-
chicken nugget out in the ditch. He's fine.
Nearly a nugget. Nearly nugget status, yeah.
JC is going to have quite a bit of loot because I think Philbo had a little bit of tech loot to kind of work with as well.
All right, Smell and Sunny
Yeah,
are now
Sure
trying
enough.
to land these really important shots in each other now. Smell is trying to catch them. Sunny is trying to bait out unsteady Smell by running across the doorways there. But this left to right peek here is really, really scary to peek, chat, because ultimately Smile is going to see Sunny before Sunny sees Smile. Now, Sunny knows this, as you can see.
Oh, these are
He's going to be
very,
so careful
very
here.
tight
He's going to be
shots.
so careful here. And that
Yeah.
I'm sorry to break through the silence, chat. We're all focusing very hard right now. Oh, but Tony is creeping up on this fight. We have a third party moving up here.
Nades back and forth, and the concentration. Oh, a little stun action from the grenade coming through as well.
Ja, hinten
The
der Tür, Digga.
concentration in the face of Sunny and Smile here. You're not letting up.
Goddamn Ruskies. Fuck, change it back! Is this how you were trained to fight? You're pathetic! Piece of shit.
Ooh!
You motherfucker.
Did Smil just ricochet an M62 off his helmet?
I think he did.
Was
Right
da
to
noch
Domin
einer
in.
gekommen, der die gleiche Idee gehabt wie ich.
He's propedaled up, so he's gonna heal.
Die Frage ist, ob wir
Moments save
retreaten, Alter.
lives, chat.
His condors saved him. His helmet is intact. His
Wir müssen halt
condors
echt
saved
noch
him.
sehr, sehr weit gehen.
Down to 15.3.
Bouncing a 308 round. That's why you buy condors, chat. And that's why you do that.
No head eyes here.
It looks like he's realized he stretches down to the limit now. So now Smiller's going to back off. Try and reposition. Maybe try and pull off a flank. We're not sure yet. I don't know, but Tony was creeping up here. I don't know where Tony is now, but Smiller's realized he's going to live to see another day.
Yeah, with 7 minutes left in the raid as well. I think they start needing to kind of prioritize. I mean, similar to what Sunny did there on the labs run, kind of prioritize the loot here coming up at the end of the raid. So it's like Smil's doing that. And just backing away, maybe trying to find a little bit of loot on his way towards extract, possibly.
Meine Condor-Brille
It's
hat
very,
getankt, Junge, Alter. Kannst du
very
einmal
possible.
schnell.
Still very close to each other here, too, as well. As Sunny takes out a scav.
I was going to say,
Вот это то,
the
что
guy's
надо. Просто
the
получить
guy's
больше
lighting and
шансов.
rendering settings is very interesting.
Какие-то поинты у
But
меня уже
wait, is
есть,
that 6-1?
и-
He's using 6-1. Wait, it wasn't 6-2. He bowed 6-1 of his condors?
Кстати,
That's even
61?
luckier.
там надо хранить последний.
All right, who's got the battle buddy? Pull it up. What are the chances of that?
Техно не хочу заходить.
All right,
Oh,
Sunny is
man.
moving into the middle of the map right now. Dude is extracting, pretty happy with
Не
himself.
знаю,
Got a
вообще,
nice
хочу ли я
haul.
тут
Got a
находиться.
kill.
Yeah,
Честно сказать, нет.
the car
Просто ничего не
extract
вижу.
being
Ну вот
taken
я
there by
честно
dude.
говорю,
He's
ничего не
out.
видно.
A good raid
They,
from him.
Insec and Sunny are about to run up on each other again, I think, here, Yazi.
Представляется возможным. Знаете, что можно сделать?
Yeah, Sunny
Попробуй
and
тут компукс
Smile just
попытаться.
both on opposite sides of Ollie right now, and really kind of keeping their distance for the
Типа,
moment.
я еще тут сейчас вкусняшки возьму. По кайфу вообще.
It's unfortunate, an empty PC.
Always sad. It's always sad. Alright, looks like Tony is moving up again now, loosely trailing behind our competitors here. Picking up a little bit of scav loot. Hopefully he can find maybe some CPU fans in them. Not too sure.
And Clay, I've just got confirmation. M61 has a 98.8% chance to penetrate condors.
That is absolutely wild. Smil, I'm sure, is counting his lucky stars right now, but it looks like Smil is Maybe engaging in someone else again. Oh yeah, Sonny and Smile are back to engaging each other again. Let's give him comms.
You dumb cunt!
Let's listen in to see how this fight, because they are right at the door with each other.
Just die already!
Oh, this is a game of cat and mouse. Who's gonna push?
Ладно, 3 минуты. И либо я его убью. Ой-ой-ой.
Oh, and Sonny goes down. A beautiful push from Smill there. Straight on the body, not even bothering to clear around him. He's got to be careful with that.
Sag mir bitte, du hast Sachen, Alter.
What a fantastic push, though.
Yeah, he's straight on the body. I think he's taking the chance just because of how low in raid time that they are. So we do have our final 2 surviving players on the map
Aber ich
right
muss
now.
halt
Smile
raus, ne?
and Tony.
Kannst du mir halt nicht erzählen, Alter.
Tony's still creeping around the ramps right now.
Now, those are going to try and get even more tech loot out. Tony
Just to
is...
remind you, you've got 3 minutes
is-
left to get out.
Ja,
Tony nading
shit.
Novak? What's he doing? No, he's not nading Novak. He's just nading over the Ollie
Glaub
back
ich, schmeiß
area
die Scheiße
here.
hier sogar weg.
Yeah. Smile's trying to grab as much tech as he can in the offices here, and
Die mal abgeschlossen.
8.
Oopsie.
Alrighty. Obviously, as you can hear, the battle mods are
Das waren
letting our
Toiletten, ne?
contestants
Scheiße,
know
okay.
they only have 3 minutes to get out right now. Now, there's a few extras they can take, but with Smill's position here, he might want to consider maybe doubling back on himself and going to the no bag. It is closer. Tony is not
Wir
too
müssen
far
einen
from
sehr,
southeast. We
sehr,
shouldn't
sehr
worry too much
gefährlichen
about
Weg
Tony,
gehen, Leute.
but Smile's going to be careful
Hier
here
kannst du
because
auch mal das Fenster kaputt machen.
he is pushing it. Now, I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna make it there in 2 minutes. Maybe he wants to try and secure all the tech loot he can in his secure container.
Yeah.
But it does seem like Tony is getting out. He's just clearing.
Oh, it's going to
We
be coming down
might-
to the wire for Smile.
It really is, man. It really, really is. And he's got to be.
I think
He might.
Tony going
He's
backwards?
spending a lot of time here. He could have made it to the no bag extract already. I think he's just kind of panicking a little bit here because of his kills, because of his loot. If he
even
can
know
just
if I can
compose
make it,
himself
to be
and just
honest.
maybe go towards that no bag right now, he might just make it. But Tony is going to get out with 1 minute and 25 to spare, putting it close, but not by a shave. Smile is unfortunately running low
He's
on
too
stamina.
far. I think he's too far. Having to try to refill that stamina gauge is just taking too long.
One knife out and go on.
Unfortunately,
Ich glaube, wir werden ein
guys,
bisschen Action
we don't believe he's
Schluss
going to
bringen,
make
wir
it.
müssen Action
We don't
auf jeden
believe
Fall.
it. A minute left. The stamina levels he's got, he's just going to be shy of it, unfortunately.
I
And
think he's
so
starting to
it does
realize
look.
it as well.
Lass die Ausdauer aber ganz aufladen.
Yeah. He now what he should be doing though is looking at his backpack and his secure container, thinking, "What can I take out with me? You know, I might not get the extraction bonus, I might not get the PMC tag bonus, but I will get out with the items." He should be looking at that right now. Now we did see an MIA yesterday as well in yesterday's event. You know, it does come down to it sometimes where our competitors get too wrapped up in what they're doing, and then they're given the information by the
Rest in
battle
peace
mod,
übrigens,
and they
Leute,
just
ey.
don't make
Ah, der Fight hat so lange
a good
gedauert.
decision because they were panicking. It's unfortunate,
Der Fight
but
hat
it does
so lange
happen. It's happened to the
gedauert.
best of us. We've all done it, but I'm still wondering why he hasn't looked at the secure container yet. He wants to try and get out of all those points. Unfortunately, though, Smile is not going to make it out. Very, very unfortunate.
PC ist nicht looten
Really, really unfortunate, but it's okay. Smile did perform well. He had some great kills there, some great
Ready
pushes.
for
A
the
nice little
victory.
back and forth with Sonny. Sometimes the bitter endings are the sweeter ones.
Absolutely.
Poor Smile there. You know, he lucked out with some RNG though earlier. He bounces an M6 one round off of Condors and then pens through a face shield to get another kill later. So he did benefit from some RNG, but unlucky on the exfil there. That's unfortunate. What a raid though, with a little change in our standings a little bit. We got JC Me Roland popping up into second place. Blitzer Girl had a nice raid herself, grabbing some points, pulling up into fifth. Dude, he winds up with 13, and Tony is now at 11. Lazy Crazy with 3, Dick Extravaganza with 2, Smile with 1. Azzy is yet to get on the board, but we're sure he'll be in it on the next one, hopefully. So, Clay, what do you think about that interchange raid? We saw some different strategies. We saw, for example, Blitzer taking no backpack pretty early. And a lot of fighting in the back areas by the offices too.
Yeah, we didn't see, and Yazzie pointed this out earlier, we didn't see many people hitting the main tech stores. Everyone went to the back offices, and obviously it funneled everybody basically towards each other. And something else interesting as well, we had a lot of stash running as well in this time. You know, we did find some CPUs, so a little bit of math knowledge coming into play there. Philbo had a cracking time killing all those players outside, but unfortunately just missing the one critical round to take out his opponent, JC. And Blitzer played it safe here. She knew she didn't do well in the first game, so she decided, you know what, I'm going to take my haul right now and go to the no bag, get it in, and then I'll probably go all out in the next few. And Sonny securing his place as well, playing really well, even dying. He's still in first place. And the point bracket just got a lot more narrower. I'm really hoping to see Azzy get some better luck here in the next one and really show himself off.
Absolutely. Sunny and Insect didn't do much to increase their leads there. In fact, falling back a little bit into the pack here. Wow. Yazzie, what would you be thinking here now if you got all these competitors climbing up the standings behind you? Would you be feeling a little more pressure at the top?
Yeah, I would. I mean, JC climbing up there is getting into third place. You've got more people nipping at your heels now. It's gonna start getting closer. We've got a few maps remaining. Everybody's just gonna be trying to battle for position at this point. I mean, we see it in different other esports. Everybody's fiending for the top, and we're seeing it now. And so I think definitely our next map is going to be coming a little bit more closer in competition for that top 5. Because Blister Girl with her extract, her no bag extract, they're definitely securing the points that maybe she needed to kind of project herself on a new path towards the top. And
guys, that raid, of course, brought to you by Stints Built. Stints building custom PCs since 1996. From gaming to streaming to editing and entertaining. Stints, you can trust the Stints team to deliver the PC that fits your needs. Stintsbuilt.com. Sorry, I'm mixing up PMCs and PCs there. Playing too much Tarkov. Now, shout out to Stints Built. They're a big part of the EFT community. We love them. And thank you so much for supporting Evasion today. Our next raid is going to be on Shoreline, fellas. All right, fellas. Now, something I thought was interesting there. We saw some PMCs voice lining at each other. Not a lot of VoIP, though. We saw some VoIP in NA last weekend. Clay, would you be VoIPing these competitors, or would you maybe be keeping a little quiet on the comms?
It really depends. If it's a long fight, maybe I'll do it. I probably couldn't resist telling a dad joke or two in VoIP just to break the tension up a little bit. But, it's situational. We'll have to see.
How about you, Yazzie? Would you be talking trash?
I think if the fight took about as long as Smiles and Sunny's did, for as long as it did, maybe you're up near the end and start voiping a little bit. Like, all right, are you gonna push me or am I gonna push you? Who's taking this fight? So maybe once it takes a few minutes, probably voip a little bit. But I think the voice comms with the PMC comms there probably did enough of the damage psychologically between them. So I think that was definitely
Psychological warfare for sure. For sure. Now our next map is Shoreline. Again, it's a daytime raid. We're having these players loot stashes. Some of them may never have looted any of these stashes in their Tarkov careers before, but they're going to be doing it now. I remember NA last week. Some of them didn't even know where the stashes were, so they're going to be learning some of the way of the loot lord today. So now in these stashes on Shoreline, we've hidden moonshine, and if you're collecting these moonshine on extract, you're going to get additional 3 points. An extract itself is 3 points. Dog tags on extract, as they have been for all of our raids so far, additional 2 points. PMCs and scav kills are each 1 point. So this is going to be a fun one. Clay, do you know where all the stashes are on Shoreline?
Absolutely not, and I'm a Shoreline man. How bad does that say? Now, the good thing about this challenge, though, is that I actually learned where plenty of stash locations were. So, you know, people in chat, if you consider yourself a pretty good Shoreline main, maybe you'll learn something like me as well.
I got to tell you, this is one of the first things I learned in Tarkov was where all the stashes were on Shoreline. I love running Shoreline stashes. It is great for early wipe loot. Now, how about you, Yazi? Do you know your ins and outs with these stashes, or how would you be playing this? Would you be camping some of these stashes, or would you be running around trying to get as many as you could?
I barely memorized like half of the stashes on customs, so I don't know any of the stashes on Shoreline. So this is definitely a learning experience for me to see how these streamers who have, you know, upwards of thousands of hours in the game just immediately sprint to all of the stashes that they can. I mean, I understand that they do have the access to stash maps as well, so that could possibly help, and I would probably need that up 24/7 on my end.
Hopefully they've been practicing this week on where the stashes are. I know a lot of them probably haven't hit them in their Tarkov careers before. Most of the players we would have in here would be probably heavy PvP oriented, right? So they may not spend a lot of time hitting these stashes. And and here you go. If you have done that over the course of your Tarkov life, now is your time to shine. We're sending these PMCs off right now. So Clay, Yazi, take it away. We'll see if they run into each other off the hop here.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you very much, reporter, as always. Right, hopping in with Insec. Fresh off the spawn. Now, this is an interesting spawn because it's pretty tucked away to the back for the most part, but he might have to fight his way through several spawns here, but looks like he's going straight towards a stash. Yeah, there's one I didn't know about. I didn't know that's stash over there. Now I know. Already securing himself a moonshine. Now, there is one thing we have to remember as well here, guys. This moonshine, it's very critical for points, but the moonshine in these private servers actually give you a lot of beneficial effects, a lot of buffs as well. So, they might want to consider, if it's in a tight spot or an emergency, they might want to consider drinking it to get themselves out of a tricky area.
So first shots coming out, Blitzer Grill over towards Scav Island here, and this is another interesting kind of map with how they the spawns are as well. We see JC over by the boat, over by Scav Island, so he's the one that's stuck out there in no man's land at the moment.
Looks like JC is crossing the boat. Did she just look away and he's crossing the boat now?
What timing?
Look at that Tarkov timing there. Oh, and Blitz is running into the open.
Timed.
JC is literally keeping an eye on it. But now JC's moving away.
Went behind the fucking shed.
Oh, Blitz is just... He just ran off the boat and Blitz is just... There he is. Okay, there he is. Okay. Blitz is locked in now. This
So
is
now
really unfortunate for
JC's
JC because
it
now
with
he
you.
just has to just pick up that moonshine. Oh no, this is really tough for JC. If Blitzer does land her shots, JC's going to be in a really tight spot here.
Stash
Now-
on the island, isn't there?
Unfortunately, all JC
Yeah,
needs to do is get that moonshine in his to go container to get those points guaranteed. Now that doesn't give Blitzer much help, but that PMC kill with the tag still counts for 3 points there, chat, remember.
Yeah, absolutely. But JC just getting stuck essentially out in no man's land here. And it was also just timing back and forth between both of them. I mean, JC making the move across the boat and getting into the containers on top of it, essentially at the same time that Blitzer was staring at her back, making sure that nobody was creeping up behind her as well. So that TARKOV timing coming into play, and now JC has to take a peek back over towards these hillsides because he needs to make a move and he needs to try to get back.
Where did he go?
Absolutely, and the thing is as well is that what both competitors have to consider here, they're spending a lot of time doing what they're doing right now. They have to manage their time well, and if Blitzer is doing nothing but just holding down the island, those other stashes are getting looted. Now, it just seems like Insect is having a bit of trouble trying to find the stash he's looking for around here.
Yeah,
we got
we've
Dex
got-
coming in now, though, as well, coming in hot.
Yeah,
Oh, Dex
is
is literally coming
in.
up on him.
Yeah, he's right behind him.
Oh, is he? Oh, Dex, I think Insect hears him.
Так, ща.
Oh, this is going to get dicey. Insect going prone in the grass. Don't hide in the long grass.
See
Who's
sees
going
who.
to spot who here?
I think Dex just noticed that stash was
Yeah,
open. He
that's
knows
it,
somebody's
guys.
close. He's recognized that
Смешно,
there.
если честно.
Not to mention, Insect is in a place with minimal cover right now. He's
Боже
in the
мой.
stash. He's in the stash. Oh, but
Oh!
Insect goes down. Sorry, Dex goes down. Insect with the absolutely gorgeous point fire there.
Both
Dex
tried to
just
point
wasn't
fire Insect.
readying up in time.
Insect getting the better of him. Almost gets taken out though. He's full red. And losing one leg, but just better shots with that M1A.
Poor Dex. If he had maybe like gotten line of sight already, maybe took a second just to try and get a little bit more information, Dex could have probably crept up on him there whilst he was mid searching the stash. It was possible, but unfortunately, Dex had a bit of poor luck there. GG's, buddy. Having a bit of a tough time in this tournament right now, but we still have the rest of the tournament left. Now, Blitz is back looking at the island.
And I want
JC
to do the
is
sessions along the shoreline.
Playing this very, very cautiously here, as he should.
That's kind of dependent on how fast I'm going, you know? I have a good spawn for those, but I kind of fuck
Yeah,
a
JC,
lot of them so slow. Bro, I'm just gonna go for it.
he's getting ready to move.
Oh,
There he
he's
goes.
on
I'm
the
gonna
open.
die,
Sending
go
it,
for
full
okay?
send.
Because you told me it's probably fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
The
gonna say
Blitzer
that,
is
okay?
running,
But
I think.
This is that
Re-
Tarkov timing
what,
that we
is
had
she-
mentioned earlier.
Is she moving away from the island now?
yeah, yeah. Battle mods for it.
She's not far. She's able to hit this stash. It's so
Coruscant's
close
far.
by on the top of the hill, so she's gonna pick herself up some moonshine there. But it does look like she's moving a little bit more inland.
What is this timing? First, she literally like JC literally runs underneath her scope as she looks away from it, and now she looks away from the boat again, and JC manages to cross. What is this like? These coincidences happening right now.
And sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you just get great timing on your side, and other times it works against you. And luckily for JC here,
100%.
the timing
have
on
to check
Blitzer
the
moving
ball
inland
afterwards and see what the
is
fuck
working
goes
in
for
his
as well.
favor. So he's just gonna keep moving down this this shoreline as the map is greatly known for, and he's just gonna continue to hit as many stashes as he can.
At this point, I'm kind of convinced.
Getting
Someone
himself
made
another
it.
nice little double moonshine in the secure container there. Guaranteed points.
Yeah, hashtag blame covers on.
Yeah, just trying to save those moonshines from others.
We did actually just get confirmation though. So apologies from earlier. You do not get the bonus points if you gamma the items. Now, If they die with those items, they do not get the bonus points, but it is a form of loot denial. They essentially are cutting off a point flow from the other competitors, so it's still a viable strategy, I suppose, but yes, they do not get the full points
Mistake.
if they put them in the secure container.
They would just be essentially just removing, you know, a portion of the loot pool away from the map from
Sorry,
everybody else.
Angie,
So
I don't have the settings
kind of
command.
a way to remove
What?
Я думаю,
is
если я
it
тут
remove extra
прилягу,
points from
ты
everybody
долбоёб
else.
полнейший, потому что...
Looks like Sonny
Очень
is
плохая позиция.
near the stash, just not far from Rock Passage. Now, everybody in chat, let's say you were in the competitor's shoes here. Would you essentially try your best to try and deny your fellow competitors as many points as possible as well? Or would you keep them in your backpack? Let me know in the comments down below. But Blitzer is coming through now. Tony is coming up on her now. It does seem like Blitzer is purposely lowering her audio. Tony might have heard her as well. We don't know yet. They're both suddenly slowing down all the way.
Yeah, Blister stepping on wood, making a little bit of noise there. But Tony, we mentioned it on the interchange map. He's been sprinting quite a bit. Blister Girl is gonna have eyes on Tony's move, so this could be a big kill here for Blister. But Tony has 3 moonshines in his secure container as the nade gets prepped. As Tony's hitting the Vaseline.
Oh, if that's a good nade. Was that the nade that killed him? Oh, that was a beautiful one tap. That nade was absolutely gorgeous. Well placed, forced Tony out into the open, and Blitzer mops up with a clean one tap. GG's Blitzer. That was a fantastic nade there too.
Nipping at the heels of those in the lead, and she's picking herself up. That dog tag gets the PMC kill for those points, and unfortunately not going to grab the moonshine that Tony had in his possession due to the secure container, but little points are points in the end, and so she's able to have a little bit more freedom over by those cottages for a little bit more stash running in her own.
Absolutely, and like a lot of people in chat seem to agree as well, they are in a tournament. They have to play. Oh! And second, Azzy fighting each other. Oh! Another amazing point fire there. Like, Insec isn't even ADSing. Doesn't need to.
That M1A. Too good. Too strong. We got Dude.
Oh, that's a bad nade.
All right. So the nade that dude just threw there, Yazzie, we just got confirmation. He's fighting another competitor, JC Me Rolling. And we
Did he
think he
underhand
just
Kobe
naded him.
that?
I think he might have just pulled off a nasty Kobe. Second
Oh, my
god tier nade. He has no
The dude
idea
has-
he killed
yeah,
him either.
No clue. And the only way he just has to take the chance to just head out there.
I
Was
mean,
was JC headed towards the boat extract for that?
JC Me Rolling just posted in Twitch. I actually got naded so hard my game closed.
And then we've also got Smile taking out Philbo, looting up a little bit there and grabbing himself another moonshine. So 2 more competitors taken out back to back here as Smile is up here next to the resort.
Oh, unfortunate for sure, but hopefully Philbo got himself a couple of moonshines. Now, even if, you know, they don't get the, the point secure, that moonshine may come in handy later. We saw quite a few competitors, which was really interesting. We saw them taking the moonshine they had looted out into Lighthouse and drinking it when they needed to get the buffs. And that is something I would have never considered doing. I would have just sold it, put it towards some extra supplies. But that is a viable strategy.
Now, Chad, friendly reminder, these moonshine that we have on this private servers give you significant buffs. It's like taking all of the stims all at once. But at the same time, you're not extracting with that moonshine if you decide to use it. So a little bit of risk reward there. We'll see if anyone decides to.
I wonder what flavor this moonshine is. What do you reckon, Yazzie?
I would, if it was me personally, if I had a personal preference, I would probably prefer apple pie.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Apple pie moonshine. I think you might be touching up on an untapped market there. Oh, looks like Smile maybe just spotted Sunny.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, they both spotted. Oh, Smile goes down. Sunny
exacting
exacting sweet vengeance from the previous raid. Looks like his condors did not save him this time, unfortunately.
Yep.
But GG, Sunny.
Я не понимаю, где она. Я не
He's going to see
понимаю.
that tag and
Sunny's
he's going to
massive
feel real
kill.
good about himself in a minute.
Yeah, massive kill there for Sunny, taking out Smile. M1A versus M1A, and this time Sunny gets the best of him.
Вот тут, походу, она.
I think Smile had a little bit of loot on him. The moonshine's in a secure container once more, so not gonna extract with those out. And
Right, looks like Blitzer is hugging the edge of the map currently, maybe picking up some more stashes. She's not far off the path to Lighthouse extract either. She's got 2 moonshine right now, so she might want to consider she might want to consider moving out. It's possible.
yeah,
I don't know any.
with the girl, I think she's taking a more what's the word? Kind of slow approach. Kind of. I always forget words every time I'm trying to make yeah, a more conservative approach. There we go. I always forget words. Taking a little bit more conservative approach to the competition here, to securing the points. But if you were paying here, would you try to take as many fights as possible to try to secure more of the map to yourself, or would you take it more conservatively?
It's a bit of an interesting one. It depends, I suppose, on the start I had. If I had a start like Blitzer, I probably would do my absolute best just to kind of like secure those points. And obviously, Blitzer did go down pretty early in the first game. She wanted to get those points guaranteed in place so then she can really go all out in the last few raids. Oh, is that a shot fired there?
I think it may have been.
Looks like Crazy is inside one of the houses here. I don't know which one in... Oh! Was that it?
That
Was
is
that it?
one tap
Oh,
to the
what a
side of the
gorgeous
head
one
once
tap
more.
Again from Blitzer. She's nuts!
She's doing great. Here at the swamp, taking out another competitor out in the open, and see if Lazy had any good gear for her to take out. As we see, Dude.
It does seem like no moonshine. Looks like everybody else in this game, keeping those moonshine secured up their butt cheeks. But regards to that, that is still 3 points. With the tag of She Extract, that is still 3 points. And that is the equivalent of a moonshine. So regardless of that, she technically got the point she needed there.
Yeah, Dude finding the body of JC, the results of his surprise grenade. Able to find the spoils of that kill. The Insect and Sunny. What's moving along these concrete fences?
Oh, they're coming up on each other. There's literally a bush separating them right now, I think. Oh, Sunny and Insect, first and second place, about to come up on each other. Who's going to hear who first? Oh, it's about to
У
happen.
меня еще есть пару нычек, но я не думаю, что их есть смысл вообще
M1As
чекать.
versus M1As.
Is he going slightly
and
wider?
you see-
Okay. Sunny's going slightly. Sunny sees him first. Oh,
there
put
it
him
is, there's two
down, I
taps.
think. No, wait. Did he get him?
He's very,
No,
very
no.
weak.
Another visor bounce. Another visor bounce, chat.
Как ты, сука,
One
выжил?
more
Visors
visor bounce.
save lives. Nade going out. Sunny's pushing up, waiting for him to move.
Oh, and the nade
Oh.
gets Insect.
Grenades
First place,
out.
putting down second place. Unbelievable.
Пожалуйста. Дай мне либо жетон, либо муншайн.
Good kills there.
Ну мы же братишки.
Taking out
Жетон или муншайн, жетон или
Insect. That's
муншайн, жетон
a
или
very
муншайн,
strong
жетон или
competitor
муншайн.
to be off the map and
Вообще
you know,
ничего,
open
понимаете?
things up and kind of
Или он рюкзак
creak the
скинул.
door open as far
Ладно,
as the
хотя бы,
points are
блин, один
concerned.
жетон. О, он рюкзак реально скинул, тише.
Just
Moonshine,
another bounce of
Жетон или муншайн,
M61
жетон или муншайн.
off the visor there. That's the second time this has happened in this game today,
Жетон.
Yazzie.
Хорошо.
Yeah. That M61 pen is just not
Так
working out.
пойдет.
You see Sunny with all the dog tags in his possession. I think he's headed towards extract as well. Dude, maybe
Гранатка, ну,
thinking
шальная
about trying to
залетела.
figure out
Ну,
how to
слушайте, я на
extract.
самом деле
You're
сейчас...
slowly running out of time. About
Давайте на
six,
подкрадулях фул
less than 6
просто.
minutes coming up. Clay, with
Отыграем.
this little amount
Если он бежал
left,
по
what
этой
is
части,
your thoughts?
скорее всего,
You
здесь
move.
чисто. Вот это
By
самое
this
главное для
point,
меня сейчас
It's
информация.
been a long time. As a competitor, I would probably
Бля,
assume
может
by this
рискнуть
point that the
пойти нычку?
majority of the stashes have been looted.
Не-не-не-не-не. И так все
It was
нормально.
be this point I do two things.
Чтобы
Think about a route to
договаривались.
extract and try and pick up maybe scabs on the way out. You know, a lot of people tend to underestimate how many points scabs are and the literal single points
Мы
it
же
can come
просто
down
спокойно
to by the end
договаривались.
of the tournament. It can literally come down to
Идти
to a
волын.
few different points different between first, second, third, fourth, etc. So
Yeah,
picking
dude.
up these scabs is important. So trying to find that route out, trying to get as much of a point bleed out as possible is really important.
And the dude kind of taking a face check there on the boat extract. Now he's got a long way to go for his next one. So, dude, he's got a trek ahead of him, and there's a possibility of some scav spawns that could end up forcing him to fight. And
Am I gonna
shotgun
run on the
scavs
beach?
scare
That's
the
the
absolute
question.
hell out of me. I will
Oh
admit.
god.
Shotgun scavs could definitely be a demise of any
Uh.
player on the map, as we
To
see
put the
Sunny
fear of
extracting
Nikita
here.
into us all.
There's probably gonna be somebody up here.
And dude's got to
But
be
then
mindful
again,
of his
you know,
time
I
here.
killed one.
Hmm
It's very
Yeah,
easy to
any
get sucked into
shooting,
what you're
so I'm pretty
doing,
sure,
and
like,
you know
a
when
bunch
you're
of them died
talking
already.
about what you're going to be doing, it's very easy to lose track. Minutes can pass by in a
I just
blink of an
looted.
eye,
Shit.
so he's got to be careful here.
Trying to check the stash here on the beach, but already looted up. And yeah, like you said, majority of the
Hopefully you can
stash is
find
probably
some
already
scabs on the
looted.
way to your extract.
Yeah,
Get
and
those extra
and
points.
that's what I was hoping
So you hear
for.
the battle mod
That's why
conversation
also at
as
the
well.
beginning I was like looking. I was like on second floor trying to maybe get like a 600-meter headshot on a scav.
Yeah.
Now that is interesting in my eyes, Clay, is to kind of get this insight behind the scenes as far as what's going on in the thoughts of the competitors. You know, how are they wanting to tackle it? What is their game plan in each map? As we just heard dude say, you know, he was looking for some scav kills. He wanted to get a long range one. You know, so that's interesting to see. We don't get that too often for different competitions, right? So this is a
He
nice little
probably
perspective that
looted
we
all
get
these stashes over here.
to have.
Absolutely, one of my favorite parts of the tournament, casting them or participating in them. One of my favorite parts is listening to the streamers essentially work their way through their thoughts and like share them with the stream. You know, how they rationalize things, like, you know, putting all these little tidbits of knowledge into a big puzzle almost. You know, it is interesting to hear, and it really gives you a nice insight as to the player's play style, their mindset, whether they keep their calm. It does give you a nice insight into each of our competitors.
It does scare me a little bit though, how our competitors are staying so calm through all of their fighting as well. I don't think I've seen any type of fear come in through anybody during any of the fights, especially when the nades were flying or shots were ringing out. The confidence that was just being exuded from everybody so far, I think that's definitely a massive point bonus as well, at least in my eyes.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. And dude is
Well,
picking
that's
up some
convenient.
scabs on his way out. Yeah, I don't think he has the time to go into the island and check that, unfortunately. I think he
That's
just
actually great
work his
timing.
way out and just move out. Picked up a little bit of loot there too. You know, a nice little arcade two-hand foregrips there, sorry. That goes for about 100k in the flea market.
And with 2 minutes remaining, I think now is the time you just gotta go.
Uh-huh. Speaking of foregrips, guys, what is your favorite foregrip to use on any gun? I think my personal preference is probably going to be the express grip. It's a great balance of both ergo and recoil, and it's nowhere near as expensive as the other ones as well. There we see RVG, that's a good one, RK2, B25. A couple of express grips here, I'd love to see it. A couple of B25s, and that is Dude 96 out of the lobby. What a game,
Nice.
reporter. What a game, dude.
What a raid, guys. That was awesome. We saw a couple of nasty one-taps from Blitzer there. That was unreal. And the Kobe's. Oh, wait, should we... no, we're on EU.
Yeah.
Should we call them Luka Doncic? Or like, what should...
The
is it okay to call it Kobe in EU? I don't know. Anyways, that was pretty impressive. I'm blown away by where... look at the standings. We got Sonny way up there. 59 points in first place. That's amazing. He's putting himself in a great position going forward. Blitzer in second. Great raid by her. A couple of nasty kills in there. 36 points in second. Dude 96 with a big move up the leaderboard, up in third. 31 points and a tie with Insect there. Insect having a couple of rough raids in a row. He needs a big one here to pull him back up into the top three. JC rolling with 29 points in fifth place. Also needing a big raid to move up into the top three. And then a number of competitors hoping to move up into the top three. Philbo, Tony, Smile, Lazy, Dextravaganza, and Azzy all need a big raid here on Customs to move up into that top three. As a reminder to everybody, the top three move on to the finals tomorrow, which is at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and I believe that is at 4 p.m. Moscow time. And we have drops tomorrow, so make sure your EFT account is connected to your Twitch account so that you can get those drops, especially given that traders are unavailable right now. You might need these drops for your EFT account. They can be pretty good ones too. I remember last week I got an Ash 12 for my troubles just for watching. That wasn't bad. But Clay, take me through that raid and take me through these standings. What are you thinking going forward here for our last two raids to go? How would you be playing it? Especially if you were maybe not in the top three right now, what would you be thinking going into the final two raids?
The final two raids tend to be the ones where the leaderboards flip the most. So as long as the people who are not currently in the top three just play the objectives and do their absolute best not to make any mistakes or slip up, we should see some more upsets here. And not to mention too, reporter, there is only 7 points difference between fifth and second. So, you know, and Philbo's not far behind fifth either. This could be anyone's game still.
Absolutely. Now, Yazi, looking at the sort of the bottom of the standings here, how aggressive would you be playing if you were maybe, let's say, somewhere in Dextravaganza or Azzy's position right now, trying to move up and do anything you can to get into that top three?
I think at this point you gotta kind of take the similar path that Blitzer Girl's doing. I mean, Blitzer Girl coming into that Shoreline map was in fifth place, and now she's in second. A great raid from her, a couple of incredible one taps, picking up some moonshines, picked up quite a few points that she needed, catapulted her. So kind of have that same mindset going in, just find whatever you need to get the points, get aggressive on some of these kills, and hope that you get a nice little one tap to the side of the head. Hey, anything can happen in a matter of moments, especially with Escape from Tarkov, where every moment counts.
Absolutely. Now, our next map is Customs, another daytime raid, 25 minutes. And this is one of my favorites in this competition. We've got Rashala and the boys holding up at the construction site. Some of you call it Stronghold, some of you call it Alamo. There are lots of different callouts for this area. And now we're going to see the players converging on this area because they need to get the golden TT and extract with it. But in order to do that, you need to get the gas station office key off Rashala's body. So you're going to have to move from the stronghold or Alamo or construction site with that office key, go to the new gas station, get the golden TT, and get out. Now, similar points from previous raids, scav kills and PMC kills, both 1 point. Dog tag on extract, 2 points. A Rashala kill, though, that's 5 points. So if you can get there first, that's a huge bonus. Guard kills are 2 points also, but extracting is 3 points. And that golden TT extract is a massive 10 points. So even if you don't get the Rashala kill, if you can manage to get that golden TT and extract with it, that's a huge 10 points. Clay, what would your approach be here? Would you be trying to get to Rashala first, or would you be waiting to maybe see who comes away with that key and try to get that guy?
What we saw yesterday, which I thought was really, really cool to watch, was we had someone spawn at the old gas station, and they just full sent it to Rashala, wiped them all, and trying to make out with the key. Unfortunately, they got caught up between people and died, but we literally had it where the last man standing on the map had the key, had free reign on the map, had that golden TT. So honestly, I'm expecting nothing more or nothing less than just a full send to the fortress to get the Rashala kill, because even if they go down, Rashala's still worth points, the guard's still worth points, you know, they're still securing points there.
Absolutely. Even if you don't extract, if you get boss and a couple of guard kills, that's big points there. And if you're not that high up on the standings right now, could be big for you going forward. How about you, Yazzie? What would be your play here if you're looking at this raid?
Just probably the same thing. Just full send right to Rashala. Try to get as many of those points as possible. I mean, all the guard kills plus Rashala, and then you get the golden TT, the key. You're stacking up as quickly as possible. This is that full send moment, and this is the opportunity that I think the competitors should kind of utilize and take hold and grasp onto, because a lot of points and a lot of ground can be made up with just a small amount of time.
Absolutely. And there's not much separating our top 5, as you guys have mentioned. Top 5 looking pretty tight right now. And there's a lot on the line here in our final 2 raids. Now, Sunny looking pretty comfortable, but lots of movement can happen here, especially from 2 through 5. I would not be comfortable at all if I would blitz a girl in second with a lot of great players right behind her. But you know, she's if she can pull off a big raid here, she can put herself in a great position for the final raid as well. I'm really looking forward to see the competitors really in 6th through 12th, sorry, 6th through 11th, to see if they can make a big jump here. That's, I think, going to be the most fun to watch. If they can have a big raid, it's going to be massive for them going into our final raid on Lighthouse, which has been a lot of fun to watch in our previous competitions so far. Clay,
I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's kind of come into kind of something that I made mention earlier that we talked about, is the spawns, because customs can also have some very tight spawn locations. So if spawns start getting tight, I mean, we could see a couple of the competitors not even make it towards the stronghold. So there's also that. Clay, what do you think? Who do you think is on your radar for this customs map?
I am actually going to keep a close eye here on both Azzy and Insec, because I see these guys absolutely thrive in CQB now. Not to say the other competitors don't, but Azzy has had pretty bad luck the entire raid. He's hungry for points. He wants to get his pay secure on the leaderboard, and there's a huge potential here for points. So we might see some hunger, maybe from Dex as well, maybe from the other competitors, but I don't know, man. This is where we start seeing some upsets. This is where we start seeing some pretty wild flips.
Yep. All right, fellas, take it away with our second last raid of the tournament, or this group, I should say. Have fun.
Thank you very much, reporter. Now we have Blitzer spawning just behind Big Red here. This is it can be a very busy place to spawn from. Tony is moving ahead of her, moving off onto one of the land bridges, taking it a little bit easy. Wants to see if maybe he can catch someone crossing over a land bridge himself. But hopefully, he can make it across with no issues. Oh, we already hear impacts.
Yeah, I heard a couple of long-range shots.
We have some more sniping going on right now.
Possibly. And Tony, we see Tony rocking that mutant down by that land bridge, like he had said, and Blitzer Girl, she's coming right behind. And then we've also got Azzy here by the train tracks as well. So 3 of our competitors spawning within probably a few hundred meters of each other here.
Indeed. So now quickly address something in chat as well regarding the 100% spawn of Rashala in Fortress. Now, just because all the competitors know he's there does not mean they're guaranteed not just the kills, but surviving and points too. Now, you have to remember one thing too. The key that drops from Rashala is not able to be secured in your container, so there's no point denial there. So even if the guy with the key gets the kill and starts running away and he dies, that key is back on the field. Oh no, as he goes down again! Ozzy, no! Oh, and Smile goes down to Rashala!
Schade. Ich wurde von draußen
Oh,
gepusht, deswegen muss ich
Smile.
entweder hoch oder runter.
Like you said, is the chance of dying, you know, he's not 100% whether or not you're going to survive through that. Smile was trying to put the work in at the stronghold. Tony taking out Azzy as well.
From
Quick
one
action, back
upset
and forth.
right to another. That is so unfortunate. I feel so bad for Azzy and Dex. They just can't catch a break.
See Insect making his way through the cut through, and Bilbo on the other side of that fence line as well may have heard the running here
Не,
of
на
Insect.
стройку уже не
So
пойду, я уже не успел, скорее всего.
Bilbo is outside
Да,
the
там
wall
уже
here.
стреляют.
Likely have heard Insect. I'm not too sure if they've heard each other yet, but they are coming up very close onto each other right now.
they're right on top of each other.
Oh. Okay, so Insect knows he's there. Bilbo's moving into green and whites. Into cover.
Great trigger discipline coming in from Insect as well.
Oh, Bilbo goes
There it
down,
is.
unfortunately, and some more of those really well-placed shots from Insect with the mutant. Unfortunate Bilbo, but good effort. GG's. Dude is in Fortress right now, fighting Rashala. Will Rashala claim another victim today? Let's find out.
See dude pushing in as Insect gets his loot up. All the guard kills. It's like all that work was done by Smile, but Rashala maybe upstairs, so a little bit of a slow push coming in here.
Oh, isn't that unfortunate? How about that level 6 Zabralo? That would have been nice to wear.
Yeah.
This could have actually been so good.
Look how wrecked that Gazelle is.
Oh,
What did
wait,
it? What
wait.
gun
JC's
did Rashala
was in
have?
Rashala's room.
Oh, JC's coming up on him now. Dude's looting. Oh yeah, he saw the flashlight. He knows he's there.
Yeah, he saw the laser.
This is a really dangerous spot for Dude to be in right now because the only thing JC's going to see is his head. Now, he's moving out underneath the back, which is pretty smart, actually.
I forgot
Getting
something.
a little bit of prep done. It looks like Dude killed the majority, if
My
not
back
all, of
tricky.
Rashala.
He kept peeking upstairs, so I think maybe Rashala is still alive. You know, there's that possibility there. So you've got both JC and Dude trying to fiend for that final Rashala kill here. The footsteps making a lot of noise here from Dude, so JC's able to track him down a little bit more better, and Dude trying to find a little bit of an off angle.
Blitzer so Blitzer's not getting shot right now. Blitzer is now shooting at whoever. Oh, Tony just took a shot to the head, I think. Tony goes down.
I think Tony, yep, Tony's dead.
Blitzer with the
There's a
well-placed
nade
shot,
coming
but
in
now
from the
getting
third party.
grenaded. He's taking shots. He's
Lot of
taking shots. Dex is coming up. Dex wants that tag.
Blitzer taking a lot of damage.
Well placed nade from Blitzer. Blitzer's going to try and move around the cats here, trying to find that critical line of sight. Dex is backing up all the way up there. He wants to get a little bit of range between them.
I just saved that guy. And he
I think it's a good play here from Dextravaganza, just headed towards the land bridge to back away. Blitzer only losing one arm in that exchange. But she was able to pick up the kill onto Tony, although it is across the river. Meanwhile, we do see JC getting ready for the fight against Dude here.
Once again, it's another play of cat and mouse. Who's going to do the first few peeks? Who's going to... Oh, that looked like a really well played shot there with amazing
GG.
placement there
What
from
a
JC.
tap.
Locked in on that flashlight and a beautiful
That was
one tap there
good
too.
96.
Great job there,
That's
JC.
revenge,
And unlucky
okay?
for
That's
Dude.
revenge for the insane nade. See?
You love to see it. You love to see it. We got
do.
Insect and Dex coming back to us right now. Insect looks like he's moving around towards the sniper roadblock. Dex is not far.
No, he's
Might
there at the
see
ice cream
Insect
shop.
first. Will Dex exact vengeance from the last game? Let's find out. Dex is running right into the open though. He's got to be so careful here. Insect
he's
may see
making
him.
a
We
lot
got a
of
drop
noise
coming
on
in
that
as well.
road.
Oh, Dex is getting shot at. Dex goes down.
It's gonna be
Who
the
just-
shots coming in from Insect.
Oh. Damn.
Really meticulous shots coming in there from Exec over towards Dex to take him out. So it's going to be another PMC kill towards Dex. And then we've also
Blitz
got
coming up
Mr. Pro
right
here.
on Insect now as well. That audio from the drop is really messing with them both right now, but I believe they both heard each other. Blitz is going to be super careful here because Insect has the superior position with the rock here. She's going to try and get a bit of a wider route, trying to flush him out with a grenade.
This could be a good
She's being
grenade
pushed
threat.
right now.
Yeah, Insect taking the low side.
Oh, what's going to happen here? Two of the players who have been absolutely dominating recently are now about to come upon each other. Listen with some smart grenades.
Well, just a little bit too far as well. We see the screen shake on Insect's side. Maybe may have been just behind him, but Blister Girl taking the fight very cautiously. A little pre-med there
Another
from
nice
Insect.
underhand grenade. I love it when I see competitors use underhands.
Oh,
Blitzer
and I
puts
think
Insect
that was Blister.
down! Insect is not happy about that, but Blitzer, with the extremely well-placed shots there, just dominating the competition today. Was it another player? Or was it a scav? I don't know. But
I think that
either
might be a
way,
scav.
Blitzer has just been vicious. She had that hard start. Labs raid didn't go well, and now she's come back with a sweet vengeance.
He's definitely turned it
That
up a
might
notch
put her
here.
in a strong second place here, Yazzie. It might do.
There's also a possibility, depending on what's happening, it could. First, we see JC running. And I think we got confirmation JC has the key in his possession. He's trying to take out the scabs here at Old Gas. And Sunny making his way over by the tech vans. So
I'm kind of scared.
And JC look like he's trying to move towards the factory shortcut over towards New Gas. He wants to try and put that key to work and get that critical golden TT out. A reminder for you guys, that golden TT is worth 10 points. That is the equivalent of 3 PMC kills with the tag and a scav. Just to put that into perspective, this golden TT is so important for these competitors right now. And the even better thing, even if our competitors don't have the key and someone needs to get out with the TT, they can still kill the owner for it. It's still anybody's game currently. JC is just trying to find the scav. Sunny is chilling over in the boiler side.
Oh, Sunny's over by the
There's a scav
airdrop.
there. I want him, okay? Let's go. Oh, okay.
And we just got confirmation. Lazy is currently in factory shortcut right now. He wants to lock it down. Not too sure if he knows about JC moving over there, but he's now moving into the warehouse potentially.
Yeah, Lazy headed over to the power building. Not going to go inside to hit the switch. He's still taking care of some of the scavs that were out in the factory area for the moment. And those shots definitely probably should have been heard by JC as well as the competitors.
Someone in this.
And just want to quickly say as well to our competitors, Azzy and Dex and Lazy, the tournaments, they can go your way, they can go completely against you. It's all part of the game. It is not a smudge on your skills as players, your quality as content creators. It might suck, but hang in there, guys. You really put on a good show today, and you're really being sportsmanlike about it. And that's what we want from these tournaments, from our competitors, sportsmanship.
Nee.
So good job, guys. GG's. Until next time. And we still have Lighthouse to go. Lighthouse can be especially upsetting. You guys still have chances. Now, Lazy, it did seem like... I'm not sure if it was Lazy or JC who naded the upper window there, or the upper platform, but JC looks like he's hearing someone from outside. Lazy is creeping through, smartly utilizing the crouch walk there. He might catch JC off guard here and secure that key.
Lazy very, very slow walking, as minimal sound as possible here on that right edge of the warehouse. This Propedo pop, though.
Oh.
JC's still staring over at that jump over, though.
What's this guy's plan, man?
Lazy has crept out the other way of the warehouse. He's now moving back out onto the other side.
Through the window.
Not committing to potentially sneaking up on JC, who is just standing in the doorway right now.
He's over there.
Lazy is moving through.
Now that Lazy's running, that could give information there to JC. There are the shots coming in from Lazy, so now JC hears that.
Huh?
Indeed, now he's clued in. That Scab is kind of BMing Lazy right now.
Scab did not want to die at all.
But now we've seen a flip. Now we've seen JC clued in on Crazy's position now. Oh, I think that was Lazy moving across. Or maybe that was Sunny, actually. That was Sunny. Sunny made it over here now. So JC is now shot over at Sunny.
And we've got 3 players.
Now JC's running right to Lazy. If Lazy's right here still, he's going to run face first into him.
Should be just on the other side of this doorway, last we saw.
Oh, Lazy's in a really tough spot here. It's literally between both competitors. Is he going to be able to find cover in time before going down to one or the other? He just spotted one of the competitors there. Oh.
JC
oh, JC just jumped over. He made it. He made it past.
At new gas. He can make it. He can do this. He can get the golden DT. It's going to be a massive, massive point game here for JC here.
I'm not sure if I had something to the left of me.
I don't know what just happened there, but it looked like everyone just kind of like disengaged from each other. They're going their own ways now. Lazy's holding an angle. JC is now at new gas, making noise, killing Scabs, and it looks like Sunny just went around.
Oh no, shotgun Scabs!
That Scab gave JC a bit of a fright there, that's for sure.
Oh man. See, that is the fear. That is the fear that I always have of shotgun Scabs.
Lazy has just jumped through the back there. He's just jumped through the back there. Yazi, what's going to happen? Are we about to see a theft of the golden TT? Are we about to see it?
Lazy might be waiting for this back door. Just in case. JC's missing 2 arms here as he pops some heals. The door is open.
And there it is. There is the golden DT. Blitzer Girl is now coming up onto new gas. Everybody is converging on new gas now, guys. Blitzer is more than likely going to try and find an angle on the back hills here with where she's running. JC is just running out. He wants nothing to do with what's happening right now, but Blitzer might hear him. It looks like JC is just completely disengaging. He wants to get out with this TT and what the kills he's gotten. He wants to get out. It looks like he's managed to evade our competitors right now.
Yeah, what a split that came through. Just the timing of Blitzkrieg moving one direction. Lazy was holding the back door, still is. And then JC just, all right, I'm just going to run out the front door and completely bypass everybody.
You see, now this is a prime example of what I want to touch on real quick is people saying, like, where is everybody? Where are the players? Is this a dead lobby? We just saw 5 to 6 players just completely triangle around each other, come near each other, and completely miss each other. This is the example of what can happen in nearly every Tarkov raid. You have no idea how many people you just passed, how many people held tight and hid, or if you just both happen to miss each other. This can happen in Tarkov. You know, just because you don't run into people doesn't mean there's anybody not in the lobby. This could have happened, and this happens way more than people think. Trust me, as a caster, and I'm sure Yazi will agree with me here, it's frustrating to not see these guys come onto each other and have this big, massive duke out, but sometimes
100%.
It is what
100%.
it is.
Yeah, 100%. You see Blitzer over here by one of the sniper scavs towers. Lazy taking kind of the same direction that JC went. I think did Sunny extract? Sunny was close. No, Sunny here by JC.
Lazy. Oh, the put for loading. A helmet, but ricochet as well.
Lazy took a lot of damage. He's missing 3 limbs.
Oh, JC is fucking out of here. Lazy. Go watch those Oh, is Blitzer code coming up on them now? I'm not sure, but Lazy got to take care of these bleeds. Doesn't want that head of his getting blacked out. That'll be a bad time.
A lot of noise for 6 minutes left, and Lazy's got 3 limbs to try to heal up.
Those condors completely zeroed, soaking up another critical round. We've seen so many helmet, visor, and condor bounces today. It's astounding.
The luck is on their side, indeed. And JC headed towards car
How many people
extract.
are still in this lobby?
It is up. Does he have the money for it?
I'm not too sure, but this is a risk he's taking here. He has to wait for this extract for another minute. Anything can happen in a minute. He might want to just keep moving on. It looks like it's not taking the car anyways. Didn't bring the ruble. That's fine.
He's headed further. He
Now
might have...
he's just Lazy has no idea he's long gone. Lazy has just moved far away now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see Sunny over by the med house, their intel spawn area, just on the other side of RUAF, and JC, he's headed back towards that sniper scav extract.
The fight on the
by the road that we saw the fight with Insec and Blitzer earlier.
So they only saw me fucking up or what?
JC's moving on. Sunny is moving over to the Ruaf extract. Is Smugglers open? Is JC going to be that lucky? I don't think it is. I didn't see smoke.
Okay.
Oh, there is. It's open.
So JC taking care of some scavs
with several close shaves, managing to make it out with the golden TT. That's huge. GG's, JC.
Massive, massive game from JC.
Why?
With the Rishala kill as well.
Просто там в поту, типа, блядь, ебашится, типа, с
girl
Ришалой, попутать ЧВК.
Sunny here at RUAF.
Пошел.
Lazy is healing up. When you become a chicken nugget, you have to try to find some way to put yourself together.
Absolutely, and Sunny doesn't sound too happy. Sounds like he's not happy with the situation right now, but Sunny and Lazy are our last 2 players. Now there's a fair bit of distance between them. But who knows? Maybe they'll run up on each other. Either way, JC
Lazy.
running out there with a
Кстати,
huge raid.
нагибатор
GG's,
Тарка
loads of
157
scav
приятно,
kills.
реально.
Got that critical Rashala kill in,
Я
the
тоже
golden
люблю
TT, and the extraction bonus, and a player kill. That is going to upset the
Очень,
leaderboards
очень,
Massive,
for sure.
очень
massive
молодец.
raid coming in from JC, and Lazy healing up that leg just so he can get some running in. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes remaining here in our customs raid. And Clay, that was interesting raid so
Так, а
far.
у меня там выход вообще есть?
It
Ended up
astounds
with,
me. We went
some
from so much
interesting moves.
У меня
action
там выход вообще есть?
to so much just close
Да,
calls,
есть.
like close shaves
Yeah.
when it comes to
Потом можно
fights, shots taken,
щелкнуть.
or our competitors crossing each other. It was, oh my goodness.
Кинем гранату, не
Yeah, I
хочу туда
think
бежать долго.
Sunny's headed over towards the Crossroads extract. Just
Вон куда-то туда надо мне ее кинуть. Ладно, не, все равно я побегу.
All right, guys,
лучше
we're going to have a quick replay here of Smile killing all the guards and ultimately falling a little short on the Rashala kill. Look at all those guards rushing out.
it's that AK platform coming through. Oh, what a flick up onto those stairs. Good shots in. Another guard pushed him hard. That's that Zabrala up, and then
Big chunky Zabralo there. Moving down.
gets
And
walked
then
right
unfortunately
onto-
Rashala puts him down. That is so unfortunate. Takes out all of the guards and just dies to Rashala's, I'm assuming, big boy ammo there. Unfortunate Smile,
Yeah.
but good effort. Sunny is now making his way out downtown, walking fast, faces past, and he's homebound.
Yeah, Sunny headed towards Crossroads. This is looks like it's it. I think, you know, this has been an interesting raid with just paths being crossed and the timing of Escape from Tarkov. Luck on everybody's sides at this point.
That's how it goes, though. That's how it goes, Jazzy. Like, sometimes you can have
Ну, не повезло.
these
типа,
amazing
но-
PvP that just bursts of action. You get a little bit of downtime, and sometimes these competitors just kind of wander
Почему-то
past each
ботов
other
здесь не
without
дали.
the clue in the world.
And I do
Ну, как
want
бы
to
долго.
comment as well. Is Smile
And
his
there
his
it is.
calmness, Smile's calmness during that fight with the guards just blow my mind. Lazy is over here by RUAF.
Lazy is, unfortunately, had a bit of downtime for the most part there. Had some close kills, had some close shots, but couldn't quite finish it off.
Wasn't the gameplay.
It's all good, Crazy. You
good,
played the cards you were dealt.
Made it out.
Not going to apologize for. GG's, everybody. That was an amazing raid. Over to you, reporter.
GG's, guys. Wow. Crazy had a huge opportunity there to move up in the standings. Unfortunately, like ships passing in the night, just missed out on a few kills here and there. And I really could have skyrocketed him up the standings. But as it stands, our top three have really solidified their place.
Yep.
We have Sunny Drive in first with 75 points. JC Me Roland in second with 58 points. Blitzer Girl in third with 53. Now, there's a bit of a gap between her and Insec in fourth with 34, but I wouldn't put it past Insec to catch up here in the final raid. Same with Dude 96. He's still got a shot to move up into that top three with 31 points in fifth. Now, our competitors outside of the top five are going to have a tough go to break through into the top three. Bilbo, Smile, Tony, Lazy Crazy, Dextravaganza, and Azzy all would need something pretty insane to happen here. Whew. Clay, how would you be playing this final raid if you were in the top three and you just protecting that lead?
So what we saw with a lot of the top three competitors yesterday is they were trying to go for a bit more of a longer range approach. So putting those long range scopes to use, keeping an eye on those airdrops as they come down, and hopefully picking up people who try to push for them. But Lighthouse is the upset map. I don't know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Lighthouse is a lot that can go wrong for you. Yazi, how would you be playing this final raid if you were maybe trying to get into that top three? Let's say you're in 4th or 5th right now. You got a shot, but you need a big raid.
If I'm 4th or 5th, I'm trying to do everything I can to get as many points. It's desperation time. It's the moment that it all comes down to it. I mean, I'm gonna throw it to another esports title here in PUBG. When it comes to that final circle in PUBG, you have to do what you can to get the chicken dinner, right? Well, this is essentially the final circle for Escape from Tarkov. It's the last map of today's little moment here for these competitors, so they have to do what they can. Get that victory. So I would probably say just have a little bit more desperation, send it out, all engines blaring, and do what you have to.
Let's see who our winner chicken dinner is going to be at the end of the day today. I'm looking forward to this final raid, but I want to shout out everybody hanging out in chat today. A whole bunch of y'all hanging out in chat, and we got 2,000 new followers over the last week or so. Big shout out to all of you. And those of you who are new here, don't know a lot about Evasion, I want to remind you that this is our EU solos event, and Group C is what we're watching right now. We've got Group D a little bit later today. We had Group A and B go yesterday. Our championship is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Moscow time. We have drops tomorrow, so make sure your Twitch account is connected to your EFT account for that. We also have duos and trios events for not only NA and EU, but also OCE regions. So make sure you check those out. Follow Evasion on all the social media platforms. And if your native tongue is anything other than English, we're trying our best to make it more accessible to you. We have an Italian rebroadcast on twitch.tv/Utopia Gaming, a Polish rebroadcast on twitch.tv/SQBunny_YT. So make sure you go give them a follow and let us know what you think about our rebroadcast in those channels as well. And guys, if you're in the chat and you want to be a competitor, if you want to get in on one of these tournaments down the road, make sure you're following Evasion on all social platforms so you can get in on our qualifiers for future tournaments. Go to evasion.gg on the web for info on future tournaments and qualifiers as well. You can check out all our social media platforms below, evasion_GG on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Make sure you follow us everywhere and you get the latest info. Our last raid of the day, fellas, is Lighthouse, and I'm psyched. This is my favorite map since it's coming to the game. It's got a lot of different types of action on it, and for this raid in particular, we're going to be dropping. We've layered our airdrops with OFZ shells, or OFZ shells. Sorry, we're in EU today. OFZ shells, fellas. So we got a number of airdrops coming in. Nikita's got his finger on the button, and he's going to be dropping these off for us. All right, so you're going to be killing any scavs and PMCs, of course. Extracting with dog tags is 2 points, and extract itself is 3 points. OFZ shells or OFZ shells is 3 points if you can extract with those. The raid itself is 25 minutes, and wow, this is going to be exciting. Our top 5 is going to be super interchangeable. And Wildez, yes, I'm Canadian, but sometimes I say Z instead of Z. I apologize for that. Now, as per usual, no reaps, no flares, no T7s. Clay, how would you be taking this on? I mean, would you be even thinking about going towards the rogues? What would you be doing here?
Well, first of all, it's OFZ, so I'm glad you corrected yourself there. The strategy here, the rogues, as much as they are quite dangerous, as much as they might not be worth pushing for, you can get 10 to 16 points extra. Now, if you know what you're doing and you know what the sniper lanes are, the correct way to approach the rogues, you can pick off the majority of them within minutes and get back to picking up the drops. Now, you have to remember there too, these drops can land anywhere on the map, and there are several spawn locations, or at least drop locations, in the rogue compound and the train station. So maybe that's something you want to do, maybe lock it down and farm all the scav points. There's loads of different approaches to this map today, but those airdrops are priority. You've got to get those OFC shells, because if I'm not mistaken, 3 drop in a single crate.
Absolutely, and Yazi, these airdrops are not safe to take on. I've seen a lot of people die while looting these airdrops. So how would you be approaching the airdrops themselves?
Hope for the best and hope that nobody's around, I guess. You know, the classic go press search and go prone as quickly as you can to hopefully minimize your silhouette across, the map and the landscape. because it is Lighthouse. It is a very long range map, as you guys were mentioning. You know, you can get some very long range kills. I'm thinking, you know, the DMRs are going to come out if somebody's getting spicy. Maybe a DVL gets super quiet with that suppressed DVL. So there could be a possibility. You know, just hope for the best and hope that you're not silhouetted across the landscape as much as possible.
Absolutely. Clay, what's your go-to scope of choice?
It has to be the Razor. It has to be the Razor. I've been in love with that scope since they added it. Don't get me wrong, I love me a Voodoo. I love me a TAC 30. I even like the forgive me for the name. It is the Schmidt and Bender, not the super long range one, the one before that, the other TAM one.
Yeah.
That one is very, very nice as well. But I just find the Vortex, the Razor, is just so well rounded for everything,
So
and I can
clean.
very easily land.
Yeah.
It's so clean, and these 300, 400 meter shots, super easy to land with it, and on the one times, it doesn't bounce that much. So you know.
True. How about you, Yazi? What's your scope or even red dot of choice?
Red dot of choice, the Delta Point. I'm still a big fan of the Delta Point. Maybe the Trigicon RMR, mainly because I've worked with that, you know, personally IRL. And then scopes, the Schmidt and Bender. I really like that as well as the ACOGs. Yeah, I really like those myself.
Now, before we launch into this next trade, I want to quickly remind everybody in chat, if you haven't heard, we're getting Therapist back in game at 950 billion extracted by the Lightkeeper. That is breaking news into the Tarkov newsroom. Once we hit 950 billion extorted, we will get Therapist back in game. Right now, the current amount extorted is 820 billion. Sounds like we're spawning in, so Clay and Yazi, take it away.
Thank you, reporter, as always. Wow, we've got Sunny coming in, and he is Skyrim mountain goating up the mountain right now, trying to get this nice long-range angle. Looks like he is, if I'm not mistaken, not far off the Southern Road area. I think he is, yeah. He's got a nice line of sight down the main road there. We've got a drop already coming in. All of our competitors looking up into the skies right now.
Sunny's in a really good spot to spot out anybody out here towards the coast as well that could be rocking through those trees.
Absolutely. This is probably my main strategy. If I get the Southern Road spawn, I come up here immediately and see if I can pick off anybody who's either pushing my end of the map or trying to push the other way away from them. Now, Insec is got a line of sight. He's on the base of what I call Pride Rock. I don't know what you call it, Yazi, but I call this Pride Rock he's kind of on right now. And he's going to try and see if he can pick off anybody coming from the southern part of the map.
Well, I haven't played Lighthouse at all this wipe, and so it is that mountain over there to me right now. but Insec, I mean, we're seeing the M1As, the DMRs coming out. I mean, I think Azzy's rocking another SR25 in hand. So it's the DMR meta that we're starting to see here with these long rangers. And just no action. Now this is the time to be conservative for the competitors. They don't want to get taken out too quickly because they know what's at stake. They know how many points could be available to them with these OFZ shells.
100% agree. And with the initial part of the map, you know, this first drop goes, everybody's slowly wondering, what are these guys doing? Are they going for it? Are they going to be piling on that first drop? Are they going to wait for more drops to land and see if they can maybe hopefully get lucky and one will spawn near them? We'll see.
Mm-hmm. You know, see Azzy here by the cottages up top, and Bilbo's down by the broken cottages over by the beach, right? He's just trying to stay
like it.
A little bit more aware of those rocks that I believe you called Pride Rock.
Indeed. We've also got a bit of downtime though, chat, whilst the competitors are just locking in on their positions. Just want to give a big shout out to the battle mods today. If you don't know who the battle mods are, they are the behind the scenes. They are the cogs in the machine. They help relay information to our competitors. They help keep them in the clue, and they also do them a really big favor and keep them up to date on the time, stuff like that, so they don't get too distracted from things. The battle mods would not, without the battle mods, this would not work. A big shout out to the battle mods, and also to our production staff, who just, I believe for the first time, sussed out a way to get an instant replay for you guys. That instant replay we saw from Smile wiping Rashala, or nearly wiping Rashala in the previous raid. That's all down to the production staff. So a massive shout out to them as well. Thank you so much for that, guys. You're doing amazing work. And all the other staff members as well in Evasion. We all love you guys.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, just thank you guys as well. Think Clay, you've made my experience so far here been absolutely incredible as our second airdrop of the map comes through. You see Dex getting prepared. He's got a nice little canted sight on his M1A.
He's got the box
Dex
red
is
dot
coming
as
out.
well. Don't see that much,
Yeah.
do you?
Not too often. But Dex is over here by these cottages, and Azzy's still up top. Azzy may get an eye on this if he's able to watch the move here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there it is. The move.
That's a leg
Azzy,
shot.
little
Oh, he goes
three-step to the
down!
back.
Dex
Down
just...
goes Dex.
Oh.
There it is. There it is, Azzy. Get excited. Get hyped. Get the kill.
There's the energy, Azzy. Love to see it. Good shots, Azzy.
We love it.
Unfortunate for Dex, but Azzy is now on the board. Good job, Azzy. Let's keep it going.
Let's get some more. He's got the kill. He gets the dog tag. Another point there. Now he's got a little bit more of an opportunity to loot up and get some possible, obviously, shells himself. And there's just some good patience coming out of him. Just awaiting those areas there.
Sonny's engaging
Sonny
Philbo.
versus
Sonny goes
Philbo.
down! First place goes down. No point secured. This is... Oh, that's huge.
Absolutely massive. Philbo with that Delta point on top of his scope. SR-25 coming into work against the M1A. Taking out Sonny.
And the points lead is kind of big.
Chat, exactly right, Philbo. Philbo knows.
Oh.
That is huge what he just did there. Philbo just took out the first place leader without any point secured, I believe, on Sonny's end. That's huge. That opens up the map, opens up the leaderboard. We might... This is the upset I was talking about, Yazi. This is it. This is it.
Mm-hmm. You see Tony here. Apparently, we got confirmation Tony killed Smile as he was killing some rogues here by the rogue camp.
Oh,
so
no.
Smile is also down. And one thing I also want to mention, I noticed it when Philbo was in his inventory when he was looting Sonny's body. Philbo has a lot of smoke grenades. He's got a lot of M18s.
Now, it's interesting you said that, and I'm happy you pointed that out because I missed that. We were talking about this yesterday, how it was seemingly underutilized smoke grenades being used to potentially cover these boxes, these airdrops when they come down. Now, we did see one competitor use them, but he only brought in the RG, I believe the RG1s, I think they're called, basically the really long smoke grenades. And he threw it on there, and we talked a bit about it. And it's a strategy, I think, that isn't utilized enough. I mean, it just keeps any potential sniper who's looking at you guessing. It's really, really smart, and Philbo definitely putting some of that map knowledge there to use. And this drop is coming in. Where's it going to land?
Third one. Tony heals up after getting smoked a little bit by the shots and return fire from the rogues. He's been up here on the rocks trying to take out as many as he can.
I don't know about you guys in chat, if anybody plays Lighthouse often. I just absolutely love just going onto those hills and just sniping as many rogues as I can and try and get the full wipe of the compound. I love doing it. Even on AI, the rogues are smart. They will move. They will sprint from cover to cover. They will fire back at you if you're close enough, or if you're in a clear line of sight enough. And those turrets are dangerous too. I love it. It's a really nice way to stretch out my sniping skills. And who knows, like Tony did there, sniping some PMCs whilst they're at it.
As he's got clear line of sight here on our most recent airdrop, landing essentially right in front of us. That's over by that's by Marin, isn't it? Isn't Marin right underneath Pride Rock?
Marin is below Pride Rock a little ways, yes, and as he's looking to move up and try and get a bit closer to it,
Yeah.
but he's being very careful.
We've
Did you
got-
spot someone? Oh!
Please tell me the trampoline net is penetrable.
Oh, he did kill him!
Oh,
What an
a
amazing
shot.
shot! He shot through the trampoline to get him!
Oh, Azzy!
As doesn't know, we just killed him!
Oh, Azzy! Massive raid from him so far. It opens up his rear, taking out a couple of good competitors here.
Do you know
May
if
have
that
opened
trampoline
up his
thing's
path
penetrable?
to the airdrop. So
The
some
front
free
trampoline
OFZ
thing.
shells could be on the horizon for him.
I have to reference a really old meme and video, and some people in chat might get this. Trampoline! Trampoline! Oh my god, trampoline! Okay, anyways, no, I've got that on my system. I wonder if Azzy's going to know and like move up and investigate. I don't know, but Blitzer is now moving away now. JC is trying to get an angle on these drops here now.
Yeah, JC and Blitzer Girl taking that little bit more conservative approach that we've been noticing here so far for the Lighthouse. We did have a couple of fights and then the long range shots coming in from Azzy, but JC and Blitzer, I mean, they're second and third place. They know where they are on the leaderboard. They're waiting for what they need to do.
I think
Blitzer Girl
JC is
taking some
right
shots.
above Blitzer. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep track of what's going on, but those were shots firing just then, and it sounded they were close to JC. Might have mistook the audio there, but
No. So we see JC up here by one of the cottages, and Blitzer Girl is still over by the beach. So JC may be closer towards Azzy here.
may well be. Blitzer's on the beach, actually. She's near the... oh. These scabs firing at JC, or are these scabs shooting at someone else?
I think that's Scav
I don't
shooting
think it's
at
the scab
Azzy.
shooting at him.
Scav shooting at.
Yeah, I want to know that too,
Azzy.
JC.
So he's hearing
Azzy,
Azzy. He's hearing Azzy getting shot at by the scabs as Azzy's possibly making his way over towards that crate.
I think you might be onto something there, Yazzie, because the thing is where JC is. Oh. Wait, no, that was at him. Okay, so those shots were at JC there.
Mm-hmm.
But where's Azzy?
Wait, where did you get the demote from?
Wow.
Oh, it's Evasion? What the fuck?
Blitzer Girl is still making her move.
I thought it looked like.
She's starting to get a little bit more closer towards that road camp as
PUBG.
well over by these
Oh,
rocks.
fucking stop my target.
You see, actually,
like the
just spotted in
PUBG
JC's backpack. He did exactly what the other competitors did yesterday. He brought in the moonshine he looted from Shoreline to use for the multiple benefits they have. Another really smart strategy there.
Oh, okay.
I believe he's the first one that we've seen so far that has it in his gear as well.
I'm not too sure if he's done it yet, but I'm not sure if I don't know. I don't see a tag. I don't think Azzy knew he killed. I think was it Tony there or Smart or Crazy? I couldn't tell.
I think it was Lazy behind through the trampoline.
Yeah,
Tag
that's
Lazy
the
through
one,
there. That
yeah.
was a
I
what a shot.
Oh.
Or not.
Oh, was that a scav or a
Oh,
player? I think it was a
Yeah,
scav.
JC has eyes on a scav behind the bus, there by the roadside.
Oh,
Now
Azzy
more
shooting
shots coming
scabs.
out there from Azzy.
Dear Scav, can you please move?
And we've got
Drop
another
coming in.
plane coming in.
Come on, good airdrop, please.
It's almost as if some of the competitors are just hoping that the drops land close to them so that way they don't have to move too far.
Oh.
Could be the strategy that they're trying to utilize, making sure that
Someone
they don't
could
put
have crossed
themselves
the
out
road, right,
into
when the Scav was
a
shooting.
bad position. You know, we made mention of what it would be the strategy to
Oh,
loot
this
up,
looks far away as
and
well, right?
it could be
Where's
that
the village?
type of strategy here for JC. Is he's hoping that one of the crates lands close to him so that he doesn't have to move too far.
And that seems to be what a lot of our competitors are
scav
doing
not
right now,
gonna move well?
agreed. They're just trying to hold a certain position and hoping a crate lands near them. But so far, none of them are getting any luck, really. I'm not even sure if any drops have been looted at all. I couldn't tell you, but
Oh, there's another scav.
Azzy, I think, is making it a duty to try and keep an eye on that drop on the highway there.
Imagine.
Yeah.
First shot, JC, first shot, no problem
Yeah,
at all.
one
We all
shot.
saw it. That was the
Yeah,
first shot,
first shot.
first try.
First try. First try in chat for JC there. First try.
Oh,
shotgun on that
JC's running
scav.
right up onto Azzy. Azzy's in the side garage here. I think he just might not heard him. Oh, man. JC's
Definitely
clued
heard
in.
footsteps.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh, was that a
Shot
visor
through.
bounce? What was that?
Definitely tagged
Oh
him.
my God.
Oh, Azzy goes down. No.
Oh.
I headshot him as well, man, and he didn't die. Did you see that?
Oh, so unfortunate. Azzy.
Bro.
Azzy. Got a couple of really nice kills in there. Got himself on the
Has he
board.
been in here for?
But just
I
got
was
full
behind
autoed over
him healing
semi-autoed.
for,
I'm
like,
so sorry,
forever.
Azzy, but
I shot the
GG's, bro.
scav
You had
in
an
front
amazing
of
effort
him.
there. You got the energy
Oh my
back.
God,
Be proud of
man.
yourself.
Did you know he was in there and he didn't say
And good
anything?
effort, bro.
Then we were
Guys,
like,
make
couple
sure
of
you
shots
go
out
over
to the
and
body.
follow all of the
laughing.
competitors here. It doesn't. At the end of the day, let's put their scores aside. They're all fantastic players, fantastic content creators. They deserve your follows. Follows are for free. Make sure you go and pass him some love. Cheer him up a little bit. Make him feel one of the family. Now, Tony is moving into the train station right now, likely picking up a bunch of scavs with only 10 minutes left. And I think here is another player kill.
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
dude, I
heard
believe.
something.
He took out.
Yeah, there is
Sure
dude's
enough.
tag. There it is.
Dude down, may have
Now,
heard
is
some
he
scavs.
hearing a PMC or is he hearing an AI?
Well, it's not going to be hearing anything coming up because we have another plane coming in for our next drop. Like I
You're
said, I
not
don't know
wrong.
if any of the drops have been looted yet.
I don't think they have.
Eyes on with Philbo, looking across the map. This plane is close by to him. He's hoping that it spits it out and kind of in at least a close direction. Doesn't have to move too far.
And Insec is having a bit of trouble getting up on that train platform. Those skills of his are not allowing him to do that. He's locked in, I think, on Tony.
Yeah,
Philbo, I
that would be
think,
the
is...
footsteps.
I would like to say Philbo is secure here to try and get this drop. He might be one of our first competitors to try and loot one.
Yeah, insects
Looks like
footsteps
it.
and insects movement would have been the sounds that Tony was hearing when he was making the moves around dude's body. So we've got 5 competitors alive on the map so far. Time running out. 8 minutes remain in this raid. I've not seen a single OFZ shell just yet. It's been the player kills and the scav kills so far, but now with Philbo on eyes on what could possibly be a wide open airdrop for him, could be some good points for him.
I think you meant OFZ, but we'll let you off, Yazzie. We'll let you off.
There's some fighting words there.
You are in European. This is how we do it over here. You don't see aluminum, you say aluminium here, okay? You can say that in the NA bracket, okay? Those are the rules.
Aluminium. You guys in your pronunciations.
All right, Bilbo is moving up to the drop, and we might need to get a clarification on it, but... Oh! Tony! Just barely beating Philbo as the first one to finally loot a drop. 7 minutes left, chat, and we finally have the airdrops being looted. Everyone's been just focusing so hard on trying to find each other, trying to kill each other, trying to snipe each other, and it does seem like Blitzer and Filbo are not far off going to be looking at each other here.
Yeah. See Filbo grabbing these OFZ shells here and being able to be our second on screen that we've seen pick these up, and Blitzer very close by. Filbo may have spotted her.
Oh. I think they're in audio range, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Oh. Okay, Blitz is moving out. We've got a
Be a
10-second
dangerous spot
difference here.
She's
Oh, Filbo's being patient. He's being patient.
there.
He wants her to go to that drop. Wait till she's got absolutely minimal cover here. Blitzer goes down! Blitzer goes down.
shots.
Filbo secures those points. First and third place. Knocked out of the raid. This is huge for Filbo.
And Filbo is still throwing those grenades. Does not know that he had already killed her with those shots. Just being a little bit more cautious with that fight, just in case, because she did kind of fall forward, so it could be a possible indication of her just trying to go prone quickly to get out of the way.
I think that's why he's waiting and taking just this little bit extra time. He wants to hear maybe some audio of her getting up from prone. He doesn't know he's there yet, but a little bit more time, and I think he's going to start slowly but surely catching on that he did just kill her.
Yeah. So
We have a 5-minute timer. This is where it comes down to the wire.
and 4 competitors remain on the map. But we'll still take it as time. I mean, there is a possibility that Blitzergirl, as during all of her time there on the beach, could have picked up one of the crates that had spawned in earlier in this raid. So there could be some OFZ shells on her. Just gonna have to see as Tony is extracting. Tony just gonna cut loose with his pickups. Having a good raid
He's
for
taken
him
out
here in the
a
end.
lot of rogues as well, and a player, and he's picked up a crate too. I'm not too sure what that'll do with his points on the leaderboard. That was a nice raid there for Tony. Insec has been spending all this time trying to hunt down Tony, hopefully to get that tag secure, hopefully to get those OFZ shells, but it looks like that time was ill spent. Yes, 3.5 minutes left, and he has to start thinking about getting out. If he has Northern checkpoint, he's right here, but I don't know about you guys, but occasionally it'll creep up on me. I've got like 5 minutes left. I'll check my extracts, and I realize I do not have this Northern checkpoint extract, so it's very important here. Everyone keeps track of their time.
See JC taking out a few more. I think those are regular scavs there. But JC, second place, still up on the map. You know, first and third are out. There's still some room to grow, possibly. As he's staring at a wonderful scav movement on the ground there.
Collects a party, man.
Insect
Collects a party. That's what he's doing.
Insect making his way through the train station.
Now, do we know if Insect looted a drop? I don't recall him doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. I have seen plenty of drops land over here, but with 2 minutes remaining, he's got a lot to do. I think that may be one of the jumps that being used to max strength. That's the jump that you just. All right, full stand over.
Yeah. You can see he got a little bit annoyed at that, forgetting about his skills there. You can see that in his face, but that's the great equalizer. When we get these skill set, no one can rely on these elite strength perks, elite endurance, elite attention, etc. No one can rely on them.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to give some more love out today to Dex and Azzy. Probably had some of the worst luck today in today's tourneys, but like I said, doesn't detract from the fact that they're amazing people, vetted content creators, great players. Give them some love, guys, and all the other competitors as well. Make sure you do that. And
Yeah,
Philbo
and
is
then
moving
big
out to
shout
Southern Road.
Philbo. I was gonna say big shout out to Philbo as well because he took out two of the strongest competitors right now. I mean, first and third place going down to the gun of Philbo. So you're definitely stepped up this raid to have some really strong gameplay here.
Absolutely. Looks like Insec is hanging around the extract. He's want to see if anyone will run his way.
Mm.
I wonder if we would qualify this as the infamous action chat. Would you say, or would you just say it's a minute left? Not much point. He's moving out now, though. Anyways, it's all good. Southern Road extract taken by Philbo. Philbo had a super solid raid today, and Insec is going to be moving out shortly as well.
Yep, that's
There
gonna
we
be
go.
it from them, and then we got JC still
JC's
taking
cutting it
care
close
of some
here, isn't he?
steps. Definitely is.
Picking up some points on the way out. Now, we did see a competitor do this yesterday, and unfortunately, they didn't keep track enough of their time, and they did get an MIA. So, luckily, JC's been a bit more aware of this, though. He's going to hit that extract in good time, maybe a couple seconds left over. Insect does not seem too happy about this raid, though. Does not seem too happy.
He's like 1 or 2 seconds
feel like
away.
Oh, it's not enough, man.
Oh,
No!
Oh, no!
Oh,
No!
JC! No!
No, I didn't.
I think he's 0.4.
You do this.
I'm sorry, man.
I think it was 0.4 seconds.
I'm sorry. It was like
Oh, poor JC. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Our second MIA of the day.
What?
It seems like Clay and Yazzie are a little speechless at what we just saw. Oh my God, 1 second. If he had just, although I don't think it's gonna matter too much for JC.
He was a second
What a
place.
final raid.
Close. Oh no. Oh.
Hey, but he did finish with a very nice point total though, 69. Nice job, JC. You'll love to see it.
Nice.
We've got our
I see
final
now. It was
scores
all
on the
planned.
day here.
Okay. All planned. All planned.
Big shout out to our first place competitor, Sunny Drive, 75 points. JC me rolling in second with 69. Nice. Blitzer Girl holding on to third place with 56. Insect just barely not had enough there in that final raid. Finishes with a very respectable 48 points. Dude and Tony tied with 36. Philbo right behind him with 35. Smile with 22 points. Lazy Crazy 13. Azzy and Dex with 5 and 2 respectively. What a tournament, fellas. That was fun to watch. I am blown away with what I saw. We got Sunny Drive, JC Me Rolling, and Blitzer Girl moving on to the finals tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Moscow time. We do have drops. And before we go, guys, I just want to shout both of you guys out. I had a blast watching you two work today. Claymore, let the people know where they can find you. Where can they follow you?
Thank you so much, TARKOV Report. It's been a pleasure as always, man. So, handle is Claymore_plays on Twitch. I will be live after we finish here with this bracket. If you want to come and hang out with me, go ahead. I am live 4 to 5 out of 7 days a week. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Hover, all the good places. I'm a very active content creator, so you're going to probably see something out there. And Yazzie, over to you, man. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch at AKYazdi. I do a lot of practice scrimmages for the PUBG esports scene. And you can also find me on Twitter at @thereal_Yazdi. That's pretty much where I hang out the most and discuss golf and esports and follow the Tarkov community and the randomness that is currently happening with all the traders and the ransom of, was it $1 trillion or something like that? Or
1.5 trillion.
1.5 trillion on ransom from the Lightkeeper. So, yeah.
Amazing. Well, Clay, Yazzie, thanks so much. I appreciated working with y'all today. I had so much fun, and GG's to all of our competitors. Thanks to everybody who was hanging out today. We've got Group D coming up next in about 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you shortly.